She goes, so for like a half hour, I'm just driving. She's like, well, he's dead. And she goes, what am I going to do when I get there? Like, I guess I'll just go in and I'll deal with it after. Like, I don't want to ruin the birthday party.
Sometimes I kind of forget that I have final say on what goes in the podcast and what doesn't go in the podcast. And it's like, I can add whatever I want to the start of these. And since I was so harshly roasted today, I feel like I'm in the mood to fuck with them a little bit. But I can't really think of anything good. But I think for now, the only thing I can think of is to fuck with John a little bit. And just everybody go comment. Ignore my nails if you look at that. Everybody go comment or tweet at John saying, awful fit today. Or like, didn't like the outfit yesterday, Feits. Not your colors. What was that outfit yesterday, Feits? And we'll think of something. We could do better than that, but I think for right now, let's start with that. And don't rat me out. But go like and subscribe. Also go comment on the video. Be like, Feits, what was up with the outfit today? And then we'll think of something for coming next episode. Anyways, we'll be having more of these chats, I think, before the episodes. Enjoy. Go like and subscribe, please, and comment about how pretty I am. And about how much of a trooper I am. Okay, goodbye. Enjoy.
Oh, someone had to have recorded that. I can't believe I didn't.
What?
Wait, what are you guys
What are you talking about? Her video.
Which one?
Oh, were you laughing about something else? With Jackie?
I don't know what we're laughing about.
What
so
are
we'll just
you
leave it
talking
alone.
Wait, but before when we were like, oh, yeah, we'll talk about that. What were you?
Oh, I know of it. I didn't see it.
Okay.
I know.
But okay.
It's not up on.
That's not what you...
I just know you did something. I didn't
Grab her
see
phone
it.
right now. I can't believe I didn't screen record that.
You
That's
deleted
an
it?
all-time miss by me.
You deleted it?
I deleted what?
I don't know.
Who's on first?
Start the show.
It's already started.
Okay. All right, we have a lot to talk about right now, but since we're on the topic already, let's dive into it. But you don't know what Jackie posted?
I know
You just
Jackie.
She posted something.
I know Jackie posted an apology.
Okay, yeah. But she so her picture said the next morning or the next afternoon I think said, guys, sorry for being a hoe on the gram last night, with a picture of her just looking like a drowned rat, looked like a fucking raccoon getting out of a city. What?
I'm gonna block you guys.
So
Actually,
this is not what
I knew something because I feel like earlier in the day you posted like. It was just like you and your friends at brunch or something like that. You did something.
You were getting loose.
You were active, which is abnormal.
We were fine then.
Yeah,
But you were totally fine. But my head went, this probably won't be fine because like even you using it is like Jackie's drinking.
You're drinking and you're in Instagram mode. So something we know what happens when that noise starts coming out. You know anything can happen. It's really not that bad because it's a very popular trend. But the margarita meme thing. 1 margarita, I'm going to give you some head. 2 margaritas, I'm going to open my legs. 3 margaritas, I'm going to put it in my puss. 4 margaritas, I'm going to put it in my tush. do you know, remember that woman?
I feel like it's like my dad's or like...
it basically is. Remember that woman was doing like a anti-sex speech at a college and the crowd started cheering?
Yes.
So she was like, if the devil gives you 1 margarita, you will spread your legs. And so someone made it into like a rap song.
Okay.
Like, you give me 1 margarita, I'm going to give you some head. And so everybody is lip syncing it. So it's not like, it's just a trend.
Yeah.
But our girl Jacqueline starred in margarita number 3.
You started at 3?
She starred.
Oh,
she was
starred.
The first girl, we really don't have it. You dumb bitch. You dumb bitch. The first girl takes a chug and says I'm gonna give you some head, and the next girl says, I think she dances and opens her legs. Jackie spins around in a chair with this smirk on her face.
No, we got real slutty with that.
Spins, opens her legs,
No,
and
I didn't open
smirks
my legs.
and says, "I'm putting it in my puss," which I think is actually the worst of them all. Because technically, the 4th margarita and a girl getting fucked in the ass is probably the worst. But that's kind of funny because she says "tush," and all the other girls just kind of pop their ass or point to their ass. Jackie just flashes her badge on the camera.
I didn't.
And she's like, "Put it in my puss."
No, I
It was
spun
so.
around.
And I was like, it was not just you. It was like I watched like 3 out of 4 like clicks through my stories were people doing it, and I was like, there's just entirely too many girls talking about putting in their puss and tush. It's crazy.
Was it
But
on
then
your
you're-
story or was it like?
It was an Instagram post.
Oh, you hard.
It was a
posted.
fucking
It was
like
a post,
reel.
and then I put it on TikTok, and there was
taken down?
there was an even worse one.
No.
No, I mean I'm not gonna show it, but
You have to show it, but at least describe it.
I don't even know. I don't know. It was bad though. It wasn't bad, but it was like.
Dude, this is so crazy because like I've obviously put shit on Instagram and social media that I like regretted doing, but I didn't edit it before posting.
No.
Like there are so
There was
many
a
stops
where you could go like,
before
no,
you're like,
I'm not gonna do it.
maybe not.
It
Maybe
was
not.
a 2-hour production, and it was just like a bunch of drunk girls.
Well, because
being
you
like,
got to get one girl's thing,
You
and
gotta
then-
choreograph
by the time it gets to you,
edit
you're
it.
like,
Like,
You're
I
like,
don't
wasn't
want-
hot enough. Do it again.
slut it up, you prude.
My shit's usually like a tweet, and I wake up like, oof,
Should've done that.
Wish I didn't send that one.
Yeah, it takes a total of 5 seconds to ruin your life. This is, is this a good idea?
You filmed the movie.
Yeah, you
filmed the
did.
movie.
You filmed a
And like the
feature
next
film.
morning, I was like, I'm too scared to look. Did I post that?
Well, I commented and I said like, this is the owner of KFC Radio, folks. And then there was a bunch of thirsty dudes just being like, what's your ad, or I'll buy you a margarita or whatever.
What's your ad? It's your post. You posted it.
Yeah, well,
I posted
maybe
it.
not what's
At
your
J
ad, but
Next.
just
Go follow J_Next.
yeah. But I didn't see. I don't know if there was any other comments, good or bad. Like it is just.
It was all like, I don't want daughters. Like
yeah,
Jackie
there's a lot of
needs
that.
Jesus.
There was a lot of that. I got slut shamed. There was a couple people being like, relax. I got a couple DMs from that post,
Yeah.
which is clearly. I mean,
Well, also,
I don't know.
then
When
I
say
was
things
like, is this a subtweet about me? And you were like, it's about you.
of course, it's a subtweet about you.
Yeah.
It was quite literally.
I did not know that was about Jackie. I saw that. I didn't know it was about Jackie.
'cause you-
Yeah,
see the
so I
video.
mean, I saw the video, I commented, and then posted that. So that's, but again, it was because there was like a bunch of other girls doing it. Like it was more just like, God damn, all these girls are okay with talking about it. I really think "put it in your puss" is the worst one.
I'm
Puss
Yo,
just
pussy's
has a hard
aggressive.
P. Like it's like
Puss.
I feel like even like pussy, the P kind of rolls off your tongue. Puss.
No, yeah,
like your
she hits
cheeks
it head
blow
on.
up.
Puss.
Imagine in a real conversation if you're on a date and you're like, my God, I just had my 4th margarita. You're gonna put it in my puss. Wait, right? It's 4th or 3rd? It's 2 margaritas. You said.
3.
Because your caption was funny. It was what happens at 6 margaritas.
Yeah. Oh my God. That was also a whole production. We're like, what do we caption?
I was
That
thinking
is
that.
so hot. Yeah.
I was thinking because I was like, that is a good. I thought it was funny.
Oh
you
my
pervert,
God.
But not like hot. But I was like, that's a good comment. That's a good caption. And I was like, I bet you they workshopped that to death.
Yeah.
I bet that was like the 10th one you thought of, and everyone went, oh, that's the one. That's the
Yeah.
one.
No.
You sluts. You
Don't have
goddamn
daughters.
sluts.
Yeah,
We're all
no.
sluts.
That was. I mean, it was a hell of a performance. It's just funny. Like most people do that.
I can't believe that
and they're
none of
just,
you guys screen recorded it.
I know.
That is a blessing.
I
That
can't believe
means that
you're a
there's God.
fucking coward. who
If
deleted
I'd
it.
seen it, I wouldn't have watched it anyway. I just
Good,
like
don't.
Well, yeah.
I have
because
it,
it's
but I'm
like-
not going to sit here with you guys. I'm not going to show
Oh
it to
no! I just
You
mean
know what
like
we should do?
I
We
mean
should
like
make
in the
her-
moment.
We should make her sit right here and watch it with us.
No.
I think you should have to sit on the couch and watch it.
No.
Because I actually want to see John squirm too.
Yeah.
It's not. I wouldn't watch anything you posted.
Yeah. Well, okay. First of all,
I don't even follow your
I
bitch
wouldn't
ass.
watch. I don't watch anything anyone posts because like everyone I follow I know, and it makes me uncomfortable.
Well, yeah. I mean, I
Like-
do watch your stuff because usually it's pretty wholesome. And this time she was talking about putting in her puss. I just didn't see that one coming.
Oh my God,
Even
but, like-
though I knew that what the song was, I just didn't see it. John, I'm telling you, if it was anybody other than Jackie, I would have been like, damn. But with Jackie, I was like, ah! Like the look on
yeah.
her face as she spun around and said, "Put."
that was one take. All the other ones,
You
I just want to say,
whore.
like, do I have it in me? To,
So how did you decide who gets which one? Was there a draft? Was there like
There-
I got 2 margaritas?
we were just like,
Same way they found out who stayed on an asteroid in Armageddon.
I mean, I don't remember. Like, here's the thing: is I don't.
She draws. She's like,
pulls-
"Fuck, I'm pussy."
No, someone else drew it. And then she stepped in like fucking.
I got. She pushes her off and starts filming. She's like, "No, Jackie, no."
Take care of my daughter.
I mean,
Harry Stanford.
like, did your dad kill himself yet, or what?
No, my parents are always so supportive. They're like, Yes, queen.
Gang, gang.
But I don't think
wait.
he
I was
saw
kind
it.
of joking that your dad would have even seen that. Do you think your dad saw that?
He does follow me on Instagram, but he never goes on Instagram. But like, if he saw that, I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah. Imagine.
I don't think he did though.
Like just the underlying theme of like, if you get me drunk enough, you can put it in my pussy. What do you think of that, Dad?
Yeah, but it's like hypothetical. It's like a metaphor.
Oh yeah. Hypothetical.
actually-
That's never happened. Never got drunk and had sex before.
That's why I'm lucky my parents don't have anything.
So lucky.
Like-
I legit think like
Just because, like, it's like, I wouldn't, they literally, the first thing I ever said when I got a job at Barstool was like, do not ever look at it. And then my dad's like started.
But it's your dad. It's really about moms.
But it's still like,
it's still awkward.
I'm like, I
but
don't want to talk about it with you.
moms and sisters are really, and then I would imagine it's reversed for girls. But it's become so common because either A, a lot of parents are young enough that they have it anyway, and B, just like how common it's become since we started. But I really think if it was like, if my parents were like active internet people, if all of us had like parents on the internet, I don't know if Barstool becomes what it is today.
Yeah.
I would have for sure held back a
Yeah.
lot. I was just like, oh, my parents will never see this. You had to go to a website, and I told them don't do that. And I actually, they're like the type of people who would listen to me. But like, if you have your own Instagram, you have your own this, you have your own that, and it goes viral, you're gonna see it. Mm-hmm. And I would have been like, well, then I'm gonna actively try to not go viral. And then I don't think we would make it where we are today. And then you just God bless
I've
the new
actually
generation.
been doing that
Doesn't
my whole career.
That's why. Yeah. But
So far, successful. So far, I'm fucking nailing it, dude.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, obviously, we cannot have this episode and have it on YouTube without the video evidence for the fans. So you just have to repost this.
No.
I mean, like, it's part of your job.
No.
You
I don't have the video.
I deleted the video.
I deleted the video. And I actually lost it all.
You have to put it up.
Well, actually, I can't put it up because everyone else was like has corporate jobs.
Okay,
And
so I was about to say, actually, the only people we care about is you, so you can just cut your part and put that in.
No. That is so.
Okay,
aggressive.
I'll give you another
Put it in
option.
my
You have to. You have to.
3-second snapshot.
You have to reenact it then.
No, I'll blur out their faces.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
By the
gonna
way, you
I'll put
already
it in the
posted
YouTube.
it. Like,
I know.
did they wake up like, holy
but
shit,
I
you have to delete
posted
that?
it like I'm like 12 margaritas. So it's
Did they
12
freak out?
margaritas. I'm like, what?
Did they freak out? Like, oh my god, get that off your
Well,
fucking...
it was like the next morning we were kind of like,
Holy shit, yeah.
that's bad.
Was it your idea?
No, it was. I'm telling you, it was a like get us as producers has nothing compared to us as producers.
It was good.
Filming this, like,
It was like
whatever.
the one girl,
We turned up
she was
the
walking
light.
down the stairs and
Yeah.
did something. One girl chugged and turned to the camera. Jackie took her pussy out, and the other girl like started like popping her ass. I was like, this is...
It was
like,
good. We had like
they nailed
lighting.
it. Like I said, if it was other girls, I would have been like, holy shit, that's hot. And so with Jackie, I was like...
Like, you guys are just being mean. It's so offensive. But no, I do get that. Like, I don't. I'm gonna block you guys.
Yeah, whatever.
Not that John like watches anything.
I mean, you
No,
have to- then
I
you're gonna-
honestly, I respect that. I wish I could block everybody and just use social media with my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Like-
I mean, everybody blocks their boss. Wait a minute, you're my boss. You're the owner. I'm blocking you, bitch.
I don't know.
I've
Put it in
thought
my
about, what does that
post.
say? The boss?
Boss, Nick got it for me.
Put it in front of you so it's in the... Actually, maybe it's in the camera. I just have to
No,
act
it's
it.
not. It's
I mean, she's
absolutely
probably not even in the camera, you know?
You have been using the microphone today.
I haven't used the microphone.
That's impressive work.
What's funny is she still, like, rather than pull it all the way, she leaves it, like, here, so she has to lean in.
I'm
That's
just scared. I don't know.
Just, like, just make it comfortable for yourself.
the... my mom used to yell about that. Don't go to your food. Bring your food to you. And you're going to your food.
You're going to your microphone.
These do look. A lot of the comments, like, it looks really slutty when it's like, right, you know, like with you guys.
Dude, they're just microphones.
I was gonna say, if you're like, look at that, you are a literal pervert.
You should
Like,
you should see me eat a popsicle.
yeah, for real.
Bro, I have 6 empty boxes of popsicles in my freezer right now.
Probably from like last night alone. Probably from this weekend,
Like,
maybe.
I opened my freezer last night and I was just like, likes, popsicles, dislikes, breaking down boxes.
Six. Yo, so we'll get into. We got a big episode because we've got John went to Pride Month. I went to Canada. But as I was walking here today, it was when it was pouring rain. It was right after it stopped, but it had just been pouring. And I'm walking down 7th Avenue, These 3 guys are coming at me, and they're all skater boys. And this guy has his backpack on with the skateboard through the back. You know what I'm talking about? And he had an umbrella in there as well. And
go gadget backpack.
Yeah. Which is just funny. And he looks like long hair, like grungy look, like airwalks. He was a skater boy, you know? Which is funny enough to think of him like skating and holding an umbrella. I watched this umbrella fall off his body. And I walked by and I said, yo, you dropped your umbrella. And he kept walking. And I was like, yo, dude, you dropped your umbrella. And he kind of did a head turn and then came back. So then I loudly went, yo, bro, you lost your umbrella. And his friends even pointed. And the guy turned to me and said, that's not my umbrella. And kept walking. And I was like, that's your umbrella. I literally watched it fall off of his person. It wasn't like I don't know. I turned the corner and there was one there, and I just assumed it was close. I watched it. He readjusted his backpack, and it fucking fell.
I respect that.
What?
I'm not like an asshole in the middle of the street and bend over. I don't know what you're talking about.
I honestly, if I didn't, we both kept walking. So by the time I was yelling like the 3rd or 4th time, there was probably a decent amount of space in between us. I had like crossed the street. I was almost gonna run and go get it and go back to him and be like, "What are you talking about?
Like,
explain this.
Give me your hand. I'm doing Prince. Like,
yeah,
give me your hand and your address.
Clearly,
I'll mail it back to you when the police confirm.
I want to be like, okay, I believe you. So let's talk this out. Why did an umbrella fall off your body? Did someone place it there? Did someone set you up? What are you talking about?
Someone snuck it in his backpack on the subway.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, what do you? How could he have not known there was a backpack? An umbrella on his backpack. No, that's not mine. Yes, it is. And he said it. He was like, "That's not mine." Like nasty. I was like, I didn't know what to do. It's been on my mind the whole time. I'm just
this
like,
guy
what was
probably
this
thinks
guy
I'm
doing?
a pussy. I'm a skateboarder. I don't use umbrellas.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was like, hey man, you dropped your big pink dildo. Like, no, it's not.
There are sometimes I end up holding something, and I'll walk with it forever, and I'll just be in my head like, I hope this falls out of my hand. I don't want to litter, but like if it just falls out of my hand,
then I can't help it. How many times have you done the like? Oh, I just dropped it.
I did it.
You walk with like your hands like loosely holding it, so it technically did just drop. But you know what I mean? You don't go like boom, I'm littering or whatever. But you're just like, oh, whoops.
I don't think I've ever actually done it, but I've hoped with all of my heart many times.
Something will fall.
I've like loosely held it and like shouldered people, and but like it's still. I'll like look down like it's still there. God damn it! I did it. I actually did it yesterday. I was driving down to the Pride thing, and the thing that sucks about Zins is that like when I chew tobacco, I had a spitter, so I had somewhere to put it. When I was done, I just spit it into the bottle. And with Zins, you don't have that. And so like I was in the car with my sister yesterday, and I took the Zins out and I kind of just put them under my seat. And then we were at a rest stop, and I pretended I was dusting off the seat and got it that way, which is kind of littering. I could have just thrown it away. Very lazy, very embarrassing. But that's probably that's the one that comes to mind right now because it just happened. But
I saw somebody. You ever seen when, like, for whatever reason, a New York City corner garbage can is just, like, overflowing with garbage, right?
For whatever reason.
Yeah, but I don't get that. It's like, did they just not come? Or when they did come, they just didn't take that one? Or was there just a crazy amount of garbage in that 24-hour period?
This light's been running long today. So.
Yeah, right. But, like, I watched people, like, 2 people in a row, like, put, a plastic bottle, like, on top of the mountain. And it just like rolled off,
Oh yeah.
And I was like, why even, I watched someone like go out of their way, and then just kind of like put it in a pile. It's like just fucking throw it on the ground. If you're on this corner, just fucking throw it.
I like watching the people just sweep it into the street because the street sweeper's gonna come back and just throw it back up there tomorrow.
It's just a back and forth. Street sweeping, what a fucking racket. At least I say that, but I've also been told if we didn't do street sweeping, it would be like absolutely like unbearable. But I'm like, I don't know. I just don't believe it.
It's like it's just dust in the air. Yeah, I guess.
Maybe like there would be just like feet of it. I don't know, but get out of here. That's just a racket to write tickets.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Bro,
moves
I
for
used
that.
to get towed
For street sweeping. Towed.
Boston.
Because I've watched from out of my old apartment many times. I was in like, you've been to my apartment. It's very suburby, the old one,
yeah.
and that had street sweeping and alternate side parking, which is usually like a thing like in the fucking city, concrete jungle type shit. I was in like a tree lined like green neighborhood, and I would just watch the street sweeper around me all the time.
Boston, you could set your watch to it. Like bi-weekly, I'd get towed.
So, and they would do it, or like have someone behind them, or someone come later.
I never saw it.
Yeah.
I would guess he comes before they come, and just gets any cars out of the way. But it was, I like it took years in New York of hearing street sweepers and not popping out of bed and running outside.
Yeah.
I didn't actually make it outside, but I would wake up and be like, here, like, fuck, oh, never mind.
I had a moment with Keegan the other day where he was getting a haircut. And as we walked out, the meter maid was giving tickets in this little parking lot that I knew I didn't put the money into. I have a problem with when you have to download a whole app.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have quarters on me. That's on me. But, like, for them to be like, download this app, make a username, connect your credit card. I just parked to go somewhere. I got to do shit. You know? Like, fuck that. If they invent some shit like tap and you're good.
I think ones at least in Boston. I've never really parked here, but at least ones in Boston have that.
Yeah, that we need that universal. I'm gonna write that down whenever I'm president. But it was just like sharing a moment of like, I was like, Keegan, hurry up! If we get in the car before he gets to us, like we're not gonna get a ticket. And he was like, let's go. And like he was one car away from us as we pulled out, and he was like, yes. It was great. I was like, remember this, son. Remember, we gotta like scam our way through life. I was like, that would have only cost 25 cents, but because he was coming, it was gonna be like $50. But now it was $0. We win. Today's episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. It's a full-blown BetterHelp takeover today on KFC Radio, where sometimes you might be faced with a tough choice and the path forward isn't always clear. That is basically my life as I know it. Each and every waking moment where I'm like, well, I don't know how to deal with this, and I definitely don't know how to deal with this, and if I do this, I definitely don't know how to deal with that. Nothing in my life is easy, and I pretty much always make the wrong choice. So I need BetterHelp and could have used a lot more BetterHelp in my life because they will help you point you on the right path and make sure the decisions you make in your life are happy. You're happy with it. So whether you're dealing with career, relationship, or anything else like me, I'm like, check. Realize that therapy will help you stay connected to what you really want while you navigate your life so you can move forward with confidence and excitement. Trust yourself to make the right decision. That's the main thing, is to be like, when I'm at work, my work decisions I think are good, are smart. Everything else in life, I'm like, I probably should do because stands of this. I'm going to do the opposite of what I think, which is a bad thing to get to. Yeah. It's a bad. There used to point. When people say
that 80s sitcom, like, I feel like I should live like that.
when people say like trust your gut, I'm like no.
No.
Your gut does not know what you're talking about. But trusting yourself to make decisions that align with your value is like anything else. The more you practice it, the easier it gets. So maybe I can get better at it. Maybe you can get better at it. If you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It's easy to access. It's more affordable. It's more flexible. It's more suited to your schedule. It's convenient, and it's a little easier to dive into if you're apprehensive about therapy and mental health. So just fill out a brief questionnaire and get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists anytime you need with no additional charge. So find more balance with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/KFC today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/KFC. Anyway, big weekend for the gang. Jackie was a blackout pervert. Feitelberg went to the Pride Parade with Out and About, Joey and Pat, and a bunch of other Barstool people. I went up to Montreal. We know what Jackie did, so the Pat was on our show talking like Pride is a grind.
Every gay person there was like, this is
we're over
so
it.
Done.
Yeah. I mean, 1 month of like full hardcore partying, especially as we're getting older and we're up in age, can get technically it's another week.
Yeah.
There's like 5-6 days left. It's like that's a good chunk of the month that usually you'd be like, all right, like a couple more days, a couple more parties. But it sounds like that was their hurrah. Their last hurrah.
I think I talked to Joey, I talked to Pat, I talked to Pat's boyfriend, I talked to Zach, and everyone was like, we need to be stopped.
I remember feeling that way about the entire summer.
Yeah.
When we get beach houses.
Dude, the other day, it struck me that it's almost July. I haven't done anything.
Well,
any summer.
It also has not been like summer.
Yeah.
Because we talked about this on other shows. Summer is now July, August, September, not June, July,
Correct.
August. June was actually great. It was like 70, cloudy, rained a lot. I was like, yes. I swear to God, I'm just Shrek living in the fucking in the swamp. Just like, I don't want any sun. I don't want any fun. Just leave me alone. When we used to do like Memorial Day, we would go to the beach and it would be like 54 degrees still, and we would just start.
I remember going for Galley.
Yeah,
we going to the beach. It's like it's 30 degrees.
Right?
outside.
Are we gonna get like suntan? Like no, bro. But
we'd work out for a month at the Fagawi. We'd be wearing fucking
hoodies.
overcoats the whole time.
But you still start the partying, and so I remember, like looking at the calendar, being like, okay, it's May 26th, and we're gonna drink until like September 8th. Like, holy shit. And by the time you're like, this is my 14th weekend here, get me the fuck out of here. So I'd imagine that's like the pride version of that is just 1 month where you're like, it's been 23 straight days.
Yeah.
Like, we need to call it. But what a way to go out with a pyro water break.
Mamitas.
With a Mamitas float. I'm sure it was.
It was very fun. I think it was my last one.
You're done. Okay.
Well, here's
Bigot.
what they do.
Okay, gay basher.
They just like.
John got a taste of pride and said, "I'm done."
No, this is my second year doing it.
Oh,
it's
two tastes and said, "I've had my fill."
It stayed to way too much. Like not nothing to do with like I'll go to the parade.
It was too gay. I get it, man.
No, I was.
Okay.
You know what? Also, is bullshit. I fucking.
Not gay enough?
I get every time I get dressed every single day. People are like, you dress so gay. You dress so gay. Show up at the pride parade same way I dress every day. People are like, you're not gay enough. Like, why don't you guys make up your fucking mind?
Well, there's gay, like. What was that old line?
Little do they know that shirt Chris Hemsworth liked. So shut the fuck up.
That's what I mean. That's straight gay. You know what I mean? Like that. That's the old the line from Friday Night Lights. I don't mean gay like as in homosexual. I mean gay as in like we're saying gay as in you dress like a chick or something like that. Not like it's actually gay stuff. Because the actually gay stuff is the running around like your jockstrap.
Dude, my culture is not your costume. How about
that? There you go. You're all straight compared to me with my outfits. What you wore like this?
Yeah, I had on that green shirt.
Because like last year, you Pride kind of morphed into like EDM concerts.
Yeah, it's Halloween.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Was it like that again, and you just dressed normal? Or
no, I mean everyone was just in a Viva t-shirt.
Okay.
That it is funny this year on the last year it was like Barstool Sports on the side of the truck. This year just like a little Barstool logo on the back. And it's like you already cheered, you can't boo anymore. But it just said Viva on the side. What company's that?
And then so it just I missed last year's. I was doing kid stuff, and then I planned on going this year, but I had this bachelor party. So I've never gone to one. Do they you loaded up.
You wouldn't
hate it. Yeah.
You wouldn't make it. You would, because dude, I got to the office at 12:15. We probably left till like 12:30. Got on the bus. We walked from here to the bus. 12:45 we're on the bus, something like that. 12:30, whatever time. And we didn't probably get rolling until 4:15. And we're just on like a double decker bus, like standing up and but just moving like in it. Dude, there was 1 hour where we moved a block.
Wait! But you were on the bus at 12:30?
Yeah, like something like that. Give or take that.
Okay, I thought you meant like the bus didn't even start happening till 4. So you're on a stationary bus.
Yes.
But are you partying at that point, or you're sitting and waiting?
Kind of partying, but then you'd have actually in honor of the homosexuals, it was like the gayest thing we could do is like we just tried to dance ourselves. So we all just
started sucking dick.
We just try and dance ourselves excited. But then you like dance for a bit and you're like, all right, well, I'm tired now.
I know, I'm not drunk enough. I'm not really feeling it. I'm just pretending to feel it.
So then you'd sit down. It's just it's not particularly. It feels like it's not organized well because it's like, why am I here? Why aren't I somewhere else for 3 more hours?
Yeah.
And
go to a bar or whatever.
Compare that to the Southie St. Patrick's Day Parade, which was just fucking on the float, on the road. Mm-hmm. If the Southie Irish are more organized than you,
you got a problem.
You got a hill to climb.
I don't know this enough about the gays. I would feel like they are like there's gay people time. Like we'll get there when we get there,
Yeah.
or like whatever. We party our way through it, so we were 3 hours late, no big deal. So they maybe are like, if I tell you 12, it means 4.
It
But
was
then the problem. Then the straights get
the
involved.
email said
and-
11:30. I was just late. I knew from last year that it
So was
wasn't.
it traffic because you had a big bus or something, or they just
It's
like
just like it's not traffic. I mean, yes, I guess it is traffic, but like the road's closed. It's just parade traffic. And then like you get out on the parade went down 5th. You get out on the 5th, but then like you think once you're on 5th, you start
You start
going.
moving.
But then like you'd stop at a block, and then like people would start coming in from a different side street, and then you'd stop, and then people would start coming in from there. I'm like, why don't when people in the front go, and then we just fucking go?
Yeah, or you got to do what the bus did and like go to a starting point.
Yeah.
Like you don't get to cut in. You have to start at the start point.
Right. It was it was a lot.
I
It was
have
a long time
I have a
too.
little aside about that.
And then like it was actually very funny. All the merch, like people like throwing stuff out on the parade. All the shit we were throwing was like not Pride. It was
like
like
old Aroid shirts from back in the day.
no, it was like all like
Baldo
OSHA
line.
approved. It was like a lime green hat and an orange. It was this and a lime green hat. It was like.
Was that a bandana?
It was, yeah, I was like, you could just make like a vest and look like you're working on the side of the road in this stuff. It's just.
Oh, it's Mamitas.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
But
not.
that was all we threw.
Yeah. I mean that. Yeah, that's. This is like they use this for other promotion.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, just give it to the gay people too. Like no rainbow, none of that.
Nothing.
Yeah.
We'd be throwing out people like, what the fuck is this? Dude?
They throw it back. They're like,
But
you
took
keep
the day off from work. I don't need to fucking be here on the site today. It was bizarre, but it was very fun. It was a blast. Like that's the thing that gets you is like the last hour is really fun, so it leaves you with the fun memory. You're like,
Yeah.
I'll do it again next year. Then like next
gotta
year I'll be
remember the
sitting there
first
for
4
4 hours in traffic and be like, God damn it! I
So
wish I
what
so
the
much
fun
TV.
part is what?
Like the
Party on
parade
bus?
itself.
But like, what is
Yeah.
the fun? Like music and you're
Yeah,
dancing
music,
and shit.
dancing,
Like,
drinking, shit like that.
yeah. And are you partying with the people on the bus, or are you like?
explain to you what fun is?
So
But no,
it's fun that you speak
What
of.
is that?
What is exactly? Oh, you enjoy yourself. But like I'm thinking of like the sports parades, and you're like throwing beers to the people on, and they're chugging, they're pointing you out and taking videos. But this is not really like a parade for people. It's a parade. It's like by the people for the people. in a
Yeah.
way, you know. So like, are you like remember that you did the Brianna parade,
was
Southie?
Southie, yeah.
People that coming up to you guys and drinking, right? Or
No,
They
this
just sit
has
on the
like
side?
that was a little more free flowing. I guess people were more just drunker and chaotic.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what time the parade technically started, but like I said, we didn't start rolling until 4:15, 4:30, so people might have been gassed. But like 7th Ave is kind of like people like oh, like this is cool.
How long
And
is the act? So 4 o'clock till when?
like 5:30?
It's crazy. So you started at 12, ended at 5, but you're only really rolling for an hour.
Yeah. Like once you get into the West Village, then it's fucking awesome. Like,
Yeah,
people
because then
are,
it's
going,
like
you're
a
going by the
party.
Stonewall.
It should almost just be an outdoor party in the West Village rather than this parade, you know?
But like that's cool when you're going out Christopher and like people are like partying on their thing on their like
Roofs and shit.
roofs and
Balcony.
fire escapes and shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's very fun. 7th is like 7th has its spots, but 7th is a little more like people kind of just watching. This is like Christopher
That's what's
Street.
crazy to me.
Yeah. Like, the NFL, okay.
Yeah,
Barstool
right.
Sports, sure. The Republican
what
Party, like, yeah. It was the NFL, then us, and I guess Trump. Like, I don't know who could bet after us.
There was a church that was trying to trick people onto it. I
Oh
saw that one.
yeah.
That's funny. Who like runs this? Is like the Gay Alliance of America or something like that? Like,
Yeah, I couldn't
And then
tell
you
you.
like pay or whatever to get into a like who's like the first float?
I don't know.
Because it honestly should be Joey Camasta.
Yeah.
Joey's the gayest man alive.
But the fun is like I don't know, just like see like this. We didn't really get to do because we were on a bus. Like last year was a lot
So
more
that's
marching.
what I was wondering. Like double decker, but outdoor or no?
Top outdoor.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that was a little bit like an
Yeah,
outdoor
yeah.
party.
Um,
And it was all Barstool people, or you also had some civilians?
no, I honestly think like 5 Barstool people showed up.
Oh wow.
Content wise, I can't tell you behind the scenes and stuff like that, but I think it was me.
Zach falling off.
Zach left. Zach left when we were in traffic. Zach was like, I'm gone.
Really?
Yeah.
Before it even started?
Yeah.
Good for him. That makes sense.
Perhaps that was just the gayest moment of the day because he was leaving, so he didn't miss Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton. He was going to a concert last night, and Paris Hilton was opening. So that was in solidarity with the gays.
Can't miss
I was
Paris.
like, can't miss Paris.
That's so funny. Oh, was he in there?
Yep.
You tie one on?
There was a so Ian and Pimp were there again, and I don't know if we had the video yet or the video will be out by the time it happens. But so we're kind of just hanging out. This is when we're stopped in the bus. Pimp comes up to me and is like, "Yo, go do a video with Ian real quick." You're like, "Do you mind going to do a video with Ian real quick?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." And so Ian brought this shirt that says "Who ate all the pussy." And we're both holding it up and like we take some pictures or whatever.
No, he do you see he changed it?
No.
It said "Who ate all the bussy?" Butt pussy.
And so like holding it up, I was like pointing at myself, and then he grabbed my face and kissed me, and
Did he give you the tongue?
kissed me so aggressively with tongue that like
You kissed back.
I was like,
kissed back.
I like opened up and like
You kissed back. You kissed back.
and then
You made out with a dude. Yeah. You made out with a dude on Pride. Well, talk about a fucking ally. That's not actually. You're not an ally. You're just gay, dude. You're just gay.
it was no. I can confirm I am not.
No, okay, you did not enjoy it?
I did not like it,
Anthony Mackie shit. Nothing. I felt nothing, man. I got nothing.
bro. I was like, I was like, I was like, what the fuck was that? And then it got way worse when afterwards it was like a kink video where he was like
Aftercare?
videos
okay?
off, videos were off, like this wasn't for video.
Sorry,
he's like, I'm sorry, was that okay? And I was like, well, not now, dude. What the fuck? He's like, are you all right? Like,
Bro, that is almost the culmination of us calling you gay forever, and you're like you hate confrontation to the point like you would just get raped. You're like, you just kind of got raped, and you were, and then when asked about it, you were like, you probably said like, that's fine.
I was like, no, it's totally cool.
You absolutely had the right to be like, please do not ever do that again.
For real, I do not like fucking facial hair on my face when I'm kissing somebody. I really don't like it. Like I had nightmares about it.
That's the problem.
I can feel it right now.
If Ian was clean shaven, you would have been okay with it.
Probably. I was like, what the fuck is this? It was like his tongue was so far in my mouth that I was like, it's rude not to be like. So I just kind of opened up like. When the video comes out, as I'm playing it in my head, as I'm playing it in my head, it like because I have one arm because we were like just taking a picture. So I had like one arm out like this.
You had no defense.
So like the other like I'm like seeing how like out of body like how it would look in my head. I think it looks super assaulty. Like I think I'm like.
John said like it was so deep. I just opened my hole. That is. When I said was Ian there and you went, yup, I knew something occurred.
Sure was.
I did not think that was going to be it. That is pretty aggressive. Like,
I mean, I obviously do not care.
Right. I was going to say I probably would be in the same boat as you. I might have even pushed off at the moment. Like once I felt the tongue, I have kissed many men. Yeah. many men. I have kissed many men.
I've kissed many men. This is the first time a tongue slipped in.
Yeah, the tongue is the problem. Yeah. Like I have kissed on the lips a lot, but the tongue I would be like, whoa, dude. Also from a guy
bisexual or something? What the hell's going on over
That's
here?
almost the thing. If I tongue kissed Frankie Borelli. Or Frankie tongue kissed me, I think that would be better than if it was an actual bi guy.
Yeah.
Because now I'm like, well, it's a classic, like, well, you want to fuck me? I can't shower with this guy. What if he wants to suck my dick? But it's like, you did shove your tongue in my mouth. So on some level, it
was.
Like, he didn't do that to just anybody, John.
Yeah.
So Ian kind of wants to fuck you.
Which I'd argue now, I can prove I'm straighter than anybody in this room.
Because you had that
I've done it and I didn't like it.
Right.
I fucking tried it.
You
man.
can't really say that until
I fucking tried it.
For all you know.
Not for me.
Yeah. You're not actually straight until you kiss a dude. That actually would
you
be
guys will still see a hot guy and be like, fuck, I don't think so.
probably not, but you know,
Like, God damn.
maybe though, maybe.
Taylor Kitsch does look good at the start of Lone Survivor.
Okay. So let's play this out a little bit. Let's take this further. You did not like the facial hair.
I did not enjoy it.
Did you not? Also, part of it was like this surprise factor.
The surprise factor, it was
Like if
fine.
he leaned to you and said, "Yo, Pimp's filming. Like I'm gonna let's do this for content. Like I'm gonna do this for content real quick." Would you have gone along with it?
Probably.
But would you have begrudgingly gone along with it?
I begrudgingly go along with everything. That's
Hey man, you want to go to dinner? Yeah.
Dude,
Hey, can I suck your face on camera? Yeah.
like, look, I know you're using that as an example.
But
I
that's-
see no difference in the two.
So, okay, I guess my question though is like, it was not that it was Ian or that it was a guy. It was that it was the facial hair. If Chris Hemsworth made out with you, well, he's got a little bit of beard. If a clean shaven hot guy made out with you, what would be your reaction right now?
I can't tell you.
Can't tell me.
I think
so. You're back to being gay. All we determined today is that you don't like beards, and technically that has nothing to do with straight or gay. It's just facial hair.
we get a real John Mulaney type around me.
I mean, use Frankie. Frankie has a nice smooth baby face, a fat baby face. You could just make out with him.
It was, straighter than you, bro. Didn't dress gay for Pride. Kissed a dude. Didn't like it. Straight
as an
motherfucker
arrow.
on planet.
I had a similar logic when this is like TMI, but I didn't get my period until I was like 17, and so then I went to the gyno and I was like, "What's up?" And she checked
When you were 17 or when you
I
were
was
not
17,
Okay.
and she this was a new gyno, so she had to check basically to make sure I don't have a dick. It wasn't like a whatever thing. And so I told my friends and I was like,
we're good.
Yeah. And I told my
I
friends
play
about
soccer
that.
in Texas. I think I'm alright.
And they were like, so you might have had a dick? I was like, no, I actually confirmed don't have a dick. None of you guys have the confirmation. And it was this whole thing. They were like,
Hey, but
they thought that you had a dick, and I was like, you might still have a dick.
until it's in your chart, don't have a dick. You might. What's that Schrodinger's cat thing?
Yeah.
It's an experiment here.
Dude, that maybe remind me of the line from Veep, Jonah Hill. Didn't hit puberty till I was 17. When it hit like a fucking tornado.
Just back it up real quick, though. Did a doctor be like, okay, let's do the dick check? The
Yeah, she
dick
kinda,
test?
She
was she
just
just like,
that-
yep,
is that-
that's a pussy.
she kind of like fingered me like real
yeah,
quick.
like,
She,
yep, that's
chilled.
okay. That's cool.
Is that hermaphrodite?
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
Apparently it's a common
Hermaphrodites
thing.
both.
But like, I think it's like kind of. We can get. I don't.
You don't have like a full ass dick.
You don't. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So like,
Yeah,
it's
you have like a giant
It's
clit.
like in there. Yeah, exactly.
I've heard stories about like people in college, like guys going in and finding out they have ovaries, and like that's how they find out.
That's an internal thing,
Who
right?
have that happen?
No, I said I've heard of it like one time.
All my
was a-
friends got over
It was somebody in my friend's class had it, and that was like.
But they
what
had
their-
dicks and balls.
They had a dick and balls, but then when they scanned them, they had ovaries.
Like that is a little different than like a dick is an outside organ, an external organ. You know, like I could understand if we're like we got to go check like in here for some tubes or some ovaries or this or that. To be like we got to test if you have a dick. It's just like a lift the skirt.
They didn't like test
Hey,
if
Doc.
I had a dick.
Yeah.
They
Doc.
just checked to
You know what you should do is show them your video on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly.
Then they would know. Give me
We've
full
talked a
margaritas.
lot
You can put it
about-
in my dick.
I probably shouldn't have shared that.
That was pretty
Welcome
loose.
to the show.
I was gonna say that
Everything. You guy probably should.
that truly might have been. I don't want to say your first because you've done it many times, but that was an official KFC Radio moment for you. No hesitation to talk about how you needed a doctor to check if you didn't have a dick. And you told that like no problem.
I know, but like again, just to reiterate, confirmed.
Confirmed.
No dick.
Just to reiterate, I'm also straight.
Here are my co-hosts here. One is super straight. One definitely has a pussy. Totally.
Gang.
But the other thing that happened this weekend was I was home for my mom's birthday.
Yeah.
And we were at dinner, and we had recently been telling a story that is Girls Got to Eat this episode or Thursday?
Jackie, boss.
Girls Gotta Eat is this episode.
This episode. Okay, so I tell part of it. And we told it before, actually, so it doesn't really matter. But we told it in the Girls Gotta Eat. We talked about staying home alone.
Yeah.
And we were at dinner for my mom's birthday, and I was like, I just wanted to make sure I was remembering everything correctly. So I was like, Mom, like, you might have a different memory of this than me, but, like, we were talking about on the show, when did I start staying home alone? And she just goes, when did you not?
I was going to say even earlier.
And I was like, but, like, would 4 make sense? Like, I remember you walking to DB Mart with Hannah, and she's like, oh, yeah, 4, definitely. and she goes, I remember one time came home and you were just sitting in front of the front door screaming, crying because the mail had gotten delivered, and you were sure that was the time someone was taking you. So like I was sitting in front of the front door and the mail slot just opened and the shit just started coming through.
That's so sad.
That's so sad.
That is crazy. Polly is crazy, yo. That is nuts.
We basically raised ourselves.
If I ever, dude, one time, to put this in comparison, one time this was a couple weeks ago, I ran out to get a delivery. The car couldn't find my house. It's like a darker street, so I had to like walk down my walkway and like a little bit down my driveway. That was it. And I grabbed the DoorDash from. As I start walking back in, like halfway up the walkway, I hear like screaming bloody murder. And I was like, I mean, this is it. Like, I don't know. A fucking intruder like got in my house and is slaughtering my kids. And there was a fucking bug in the room. But as I ran in there and like walked into them like screaming, crying, I was like, I can still picture exactly where it is. And I was like, it's like scarred me for life. She was just like, yeah, walk in, you're fucking screaming, crying about the mail, and you're like, shut up, we're home. No big deal. What a fucking gangster.
She was telling them, and then I got into us getting to be alone and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, you guys all just wanted to be alone when you were kids, so I just let you. Like, I don't know. And she was telling a story about when Neely, my younger sister, wanted to walk home from school. And she lived like, maybe it was school. And I forget. She was very young, again, I don't know the ages, but she was very young, like too young to walk alone. And so my mom was like to my sister Hannah, she was like, walk with your sister. And Hannah was like, no, I don't want to. Mom was like, fine, whatever.
She can do it.
And she was like, I will follow a block behind her and I'll let her walk, but I'll just like slowly drive. Because it was like suburbs, like you get home, not on a main road kind of deal.
Well, that definitely looks like you're about to kidnap a kid though from the outside. You're just slow rolling a kid like 100 yards back, and you're like, don't worry, they're mine.
and a woman pulled up and like in front of the car and Neely and was like, Polina, what is going on? And Polina was explaining what was happening, but my mom didn't see who it was or that it was a cordial conversation because she was too busy yelling at my other sister, look, say your sister's going to get kidnapped now because of this. It's your fault. Didn't get out of the car. Didn't see who it was. Like, look what you did because you wouldn't walk with your sister. She's getting kidnapped now.
She's the best. She's the GOAT. She's the greatest of all time.
Then the last quick one from that dinner is she's talking about her dad, who's passed away, but his later years were rough and tumble. Yeah. He was like in and out of the hospital. He had like a reverse DNR where he was just like, bring me back. He's like, as long as my mind is here, I want to live.
Wow.
And so like he would go to the hospital. He'd come back like down an arm.
Oh, yeah. I remember the exact phrase was John kept saying they kept lopping him off. They would just lop off an arm, lop off a leg.
He had all his limbs when he was alive. By the time he died, he had like 2 toes and an arm. It was crazy.
The Feitelberg family is wildly out of pocket. It's the whole thing is always a fucking fiasco.
But it was later in his life, and so he didn't drive anymore. And she picked him up to go to my cousin's like 5th grade birthday party or something, 5th birthday party, something like that. She picks him up. It's like a 40-minute drive. She's like 20 minutes into the drive. He just kind of like dies, and she's like it wasn't like he went to sleep. It was like everything kind of opened up, and and she goes, so for like a half hour, I'm just driving, just like, well, he's dead. And she goes, what am I gonna do when I get there? Like, I guess I'll just go in and I'll deal with it after. Like, I don't want to ruin the birthday party, and like I don't want to
leave the dead guy in the car.
Like, I don't want to scar Annie, my cousin. Yeah. I don't want to scar Annie, so like I'll just go to the birthday party and then I'll deal with it after.
So she didn't start crying or anything. She was like,
no, dude,
fuck, he's dead.
He died long before he died.
Yeah.
And
oh
so she's like, I pull up to the house, I put the car in park, and I just like one more time, I'm just like, all right, yeah, I'm just gonna go in. And he just goes, you think I'm dead, don't you? and then my dad was like, but what were you really gonna do? She's like, I was really gonna leave him. And my dad starts getting mad. He's like, you were actually gonna leave him? Like, she's like, what else was I gonna do? Pick him up? Like he was like not mad, but he was like, you could tell he's like, that's what she's gonna do to me. Yeah, she definitely was gonna leave me in the fucking car. He was like, so like, you were really gonna leave him?
That's so good, dude. Because it is one of those things like, what do you want? You want me to pick him up or something? Do you want me to like?
She was saying that she had a friend who did that.
I guess you would just drive right to like the hospital or the morgue or something.
She was saying,
"Hey, is there a drive-through? I got one for you."
Someone said that. Someone at the table said that. Like, put him out or take him out. And she was like, I have a friend who did that, and it became like a thing. Like
disposing of a body.
Why'd you move him? Like, it became like there was suspicions and questions.
Sure.
We're like, why'd you take him out of the car? Like, I don't know. I don't want to leave him in the fucking car.
I don't leave my dog in the car. I'm not leaving this dead body in the car. Holy shit, that's funny. You think I'm dead, don't you? That's the real life highest stakes version of like Dan on the rundown pretending he's frozen.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if he was like an hour into the trip, he's like, like, how long can I play this off? Let's see how long we can trick her. Wow. She's got stories, dude. She is tough to beat. God damn.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Sometimes in life we're faced with tough choices and the path forward isn't always clear. That is all day, every day. That starts in the morning and it ends at night. But you can have moments of clarity with BetterHelp. Doesn't matter if you're dealing with decisions around your career, relationships, or anything else. There's a lot more things. I feel like everyone focuses on the career and relationships, but just day-to-day life can be quite the grind. And therapy helps you stay connected to what you really want while you navigate life, so you can move forward with confidence and excitement. That second one is very key. Trusting yourself to make decisions that align with your values is like anything. The more you practice it, the easier it gets. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It is entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. It's via text, via chat, via video call, via phone call, whatever you want. You can avoid the waiting rooms and the in-person, because even that can be a bit daunting and intimidating at first. All you have to do with BetterHelp is you fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a therapist, and you can change one at any time. No additional charge with the licensed therapist, by the way. That is a hugely important detail. Find more balance with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/KFC to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/KFC to get 10% off your first month.
All right, so we got an interview with Girls Gotta Eat coming up. Ashley and Raina. and we'll do voicemails. Before that, I was in Montreal, Canada. Boy, does that place suck.
What an addition.
What do you mean?
Montreal, Canada.
Well, you know what's
like,
weird?
all right, not Iowa.
So, like, like the address where I was at, I was like, I needed to, like, first of all, they only have Uber. They have no other ride shares.
Yeah.
And I'm banned from Uber. My account got, like, banned. So I got up there looking for Lyft, and they're just like, nothing. And then I would go up to these taxi drivers, and they all speak French.
Montreal is a very big thing.
So, like, I knew of that. I didn't realize how big of a thing it is. I felt like I was in more of a European country there than I did in Amsterdam.
Dude, when the Canadians hired a coach maybe 2 or 3 coaches ago who didn't speak French, and it was a huge problem. Like, it was people were like, what the fuck are they doing hiring a non-French speaking coach?
Let me say this loud and clear. They are so gay. That is so gay to be so upset about that. And I've heard other stories about that. Yeah, like where there was my buddy was telling me on the border of New Hampshire or Vermont, one of them or maybe both of them are like right on the border.
Yeah.
And there was he said there was a town in like Vermont that was French speaking. American citizens like went to school in America, did not know English because they spoke French. That's fucking wacky.
That is very weird.
That's like one of the weird. I've heard of like Spanish. I've heard of multiple languages, second languages, but not that you don't even know the first one.
Yeah.
That's some shit where we're like, you gotta speak American. But like it's so gay. It's just like shut the fuck up. Like all the signs are French first, and not only do they all speak French, they don't even like. It's just like they don't understand a single word of English. If I'm like, oh no. Parlez-vous Anglais, like, I'm looking for a restaurant or whatever. They're like, because I think they also just hate Americans. So I was like, fuck this place, man. And it also just looks, you can just look at, like, the way people dress and the way people are and what signs look like and what roads look like and all that. And you're just like, this is not America.
Yeah.
It's like heavy that. You're like 2 minutes from Buffalo. The flight was like an hour. Like, fuck off. But the flight was the first issue. It was probably my biggest man baby moment of all time trying to fly to Montreal. I've always said, when I got divorced, out the window went RSVPs and what was the other thing I said? Sunblock is one.
Bills.
Bills. A lot of things go out the window. RSVPs and thank you cards being like the first things that are just like, I just don't do these. And usually there was a woman in my life who did do these things. I don't. It's just like, it's like Homer Simpson, the time that I learned how to make wine and I forgot how to drive.
Yeah.
If I work RSVPs in there, I will like forget to pay the mortgage or whatever, So I get to the airport. I bought tickets. I had a June 23rd trip. I bought them on June 22nd because I waited like an asshole. And then when I was buying,
were you waiting? Just hoping something else happened?
Nope, just an asshole.
Okay.
Just being an asshole. I was a little bit like this trip. It was kind of like at the end of our nanny went away and we had to do this, that, and the other thing. And then there was the trip and I was kind of like, it was just a lot. And so I was kind of like,
I'm so bad at like committing even that, like trips. I'll be like, I feel bad because something else. And I don't even mean like something else I want to do more. I just mean like there might be something that happens that I need to go do instead. So like I don't.
You never know.
Want to get it.
Yeah. I mean, I think these are symptoms of depression and autism and all these things that we have for sure. When I have like a bunch of things in a row, we gotta like go on tour and then I gotta come back and it's one of my kids' birthdays and then that weekend I have the kids and then that week and all that shit. I go one at a time. I'm like, let me just get through these 2 days and let me get through the trip.
Yeah.
And I don't even think about like long out, So I was like, I didn't even buy the tickets until the 22nd. And when that week I had tried to, and my phone didn't have service. I was in a car and I didn't have service, but I got like 3/4 of the way. But every time I pressed like buy, it just pinwheeled and never bought. But like in my brain, it felt like I bought the tickets because I did it all, And then I was like, wait a minute, I never bought those. So go buy them on June 22nd. Don't check in, though, until I'm there, which is another thing I do. You guys are always like, as soon as we get the message, 24 hours check in, you guys just do it then. I'm always like at the fucking, the security guy being like, hang on one second, I gotta check in. So I'm trying to check in, and it just keeps going. There's something went wrong. And it was like, oh, you're on United Airlines, but it's technically Air Canada. And I was like, I bet that's what it is. That's subsidiary shit. And they're like, go talk to the people at the desk. And I get there, and there's like 3 people in front of me. But I'm like, whatever. There was like 3 desks and 3 people. This will be quick. And everybody apparently had a major problem. Everybody, the kiosk people were on the people's phones. They were like, just give me the phone. And so they're talking, and everyone's talking French. And then this one guy like cut the line, and I kept like huffing and puffing, being like, you know, but he was like priority, I guess. And I'm looking at other people being like, yo, like I cut you too. Like, we're not gonna do anything. And then
is that a man here to step up?
Anybody with an adult and who doesn't have a fear of confrontation, come on. So at this point, the clock's starting to tick. I'm like, something's gonna be wrong here, and I am really at this point believing it's like I'm like, you guys are gonna owe me money. You're gonna owe me this, that, and the other thing. She finally is on the phone. She's like, this is going to take a long time. Can I just take care of this guy? I'm like, thank you. Calls me over. She's like, give me your passport. She puts it in. And I was like, this might be the, I start explaining all my fucking thoughts. And she goes, oh, I found out what it is. I'm like, okay, what is it? These tickets are for July 7th. June 23rd trip. I bought tickets for July 7th. Not July 23rd, where it's like, oh, I just scrolled through the months too far. July 7th. Just a good, 3.5 weeks after this date. And what I realized I did was, if you go to, Expedia.com or Kayak or one of those aggregators, they automatically assume the person on the computer is an adult who's probably buying tickets, at the very least, for 2 weeks out. So they just set the calendar where it says leaving and arriving, or whatever, returning home. They just set the calendar.
That's bullshit, though.
It kind of is, but it probably
people
buy
did flight.
their.
It just it doesn't make sense.
There are people who fly. My thing is the arbitrary date. Why isn't it 1 month? Why isn't it 3 weeks? Why is it 2 weeks? Why isn't it 10 days? Why isn't it 4 days? Because I don't know. But maybe they probably have researched this and see. Everyone in our system books between these 2 dates away from their, this many days.
I'm sure there, but it's just like when I log on to Amtrak, it's that day.
It's the day of.
It makes.
But I guess there's not much day of plane. That's a little bit much.
It is, but I've had the same issue happen to me, but I did a month, but I did it when I was in London. We never bought our return trip, so it was the night before. I was drunk in bed, getting my flights for the next day. And I just bought it a full month in advance.
But was that because you just click, and you went to July instead of June?
That was because I don't remember buying them.
Yeah. But so this was, I just, there's the calendar. It says, leave on. And I clicked the little button, and then it opens the calendar. And without even looking at the days, I clicked the Friday and I clicked the Sunday where they were, the Friday was lit up. And I said yes for that one, and then home on Sunday. And it just happened to be for July 7th. So then she's like, we have another United flight. It's leaving out of Newark, though. So I just said, fuck that whole reservation. Is there anything else? And I have to get in a cab, drive from JFK to LaGuardia to get on another flight to get there. So now, by the way, if anybody wants to go to Montreal on July 7th, I've got tickets for you. Because I don't think because guess what? What?
Jackie's head popped up. She was like, Jackie looks legitimately interested.
Did you ever go to that punishment we gave her? She had to go to lunch and.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, maybe you might be going to Montreal on July 7th.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You can't what?
I can't go on July 7th.
Why not?
I'm going home.
Is it because you can't talk to the
Microphone.
Sorry. What? I'm going home.
Maybe you should go to Montreal instead.
How long?
What?
How long? How many tickets?
It was for 7th to 9th. It was the tickets. You could go. We could get you back on the 8th.
I'll talk to you after.
I'll have my people talk to your people.
You do need to go to Noonan too. I forget everything.
Yeah,
we gotta do Noonan.
These guys are so lucky. We don't yell, we don't get mad, and we forget everything. The helmet was like the only thing we ever followed through on.
The triathlon, we still have like waiting in the wings.
I learned how to swim within that time.
Have you really?
Last summer, I was like, if this happens, I got to be prepared.
No way, you can swim now?
I can swim now.
Wait,
yeah.
that's you didn't tell me that you were learning how to swim.
I mean, I wasn't like taking classes. I was like fucking time to fight this fear.
You didn't tell me you were learning how to swim.
Because I got a pool now.
Okay, but this is unfair now because
I'm pretty good now.
Well, like, okay, Mr. Tough Guy, I can swim now. You better be pretty good. You're a functioning adult. What if
can you do strokes and shit?
Not that far.
Okay.
But like,
You know what I learned? I have a fun fact. Should I do it right now?
Sure.
That the freestyle swimming, you can swim any way you want.
Yeah.
It's not overhead. It's just that is the fastest.
Dude, we did it.
But if you were better at butterfly somehow, you could it's freestyle. It's like you could doggy
I
paddle.
don't think I knew that. I guess that makes sense.
I just thought freestyle meant overhand. So what is the actual overhand stroke called? Is that called overhand?
I forget. It does have a name. I forget what it is. But
Because it's just like there is no better way to do it. So everyone does that, and it inherently, like by default, it becomes that.
in high school, we actually used
Front
that
crawl.
for the final 4x4 we ever did. It's the 4x4 freestyle. All of our friends just swam like assholes. Like, they jumped in the pool. One of them did this thing called corkscrew, where you take one stroke freestyle and then the other backstroke. And
You spin your way through it.
yeah, and then like one just doggy paddled. We just fucked around.
Yeah, because the
took 8
freestyle,
minutes.
the freestyle, what are those called? Medleys? No, relays. You said.
Yeah.
It's just that each leg has to be a different one, right?
Medley has to, a medley. There's an order to it.
If it's just a straight up freestyle relay, you could do whatever you want,
yeah,
whenever
you
you
can
want.
do whatever you want, and that's what they did. That our
Is
coach.
there not a front crawl race then?
That's what I mean. Like it's
So freestyle is just front crawl?
It might have just by default we just rather than do twice basically.
Yeah.
But
So
theoretically,
Michael Phelps is short like 5 gold medals.
yeah, because you could just do this as
Should have
well
gotten the front crawl as well.
in 100, 200, 300, 400. Yeah. Because somehow, some way, if you were like faster at the backstroke, you could just break that out while the other guys are going frontwards. That's.
I
my
wonder if
fun
that
fact.
happens at lesser levels. The Olympic level, obviously. everyone
Yeah,
can,
yeah,
but I
because
wonder,
there's
like,
probably
in high
some
school,
guy
there could
who's
be
like,
someone
yeah,
who's
my
like-
butterfly is just like.
I think we did have that in high school. There was a guy at a rival school who he just wanted more practice at it because he was like a junior Olympian. So
Yeah,
he
like
would
someone
just-
who's like going to go play college
well,
swim.
that would
can
have been
probably-
really cool for Phelps. I'm gonna run it back in Tokyo or whatever. I'm gonna do the breaststroke while you guys do freestyle overhead, the crawl. Maybe what's the triathlon? Rapping, running, or rapping, swimming, and
Googling.
Googling. I was trying to think. Okay, if he learned how to
this
swim,
was
maybe
3 years ago.
Maybe you could learn. By the way, that is crazy. That's 3 years ago. Like,
Do you know Jackie? I think this was said on
you guys
episode-
haven't posted your 3-year anniversary post.
I think Jackie said that in like her 3 years, she's produced more podcasts than anyone here. Like
I mean, that's not like an exact whatever.
in
but,
the history of Barstool.
No,
That cannot be true.
It's up there. At one point, we were doing Kevin Clancy show, 2 episodes of this week.
Okay,
and-
okay,
Friday
yeah,
night.
yeah.
Friday
I thought you
night
meant just
nights.
KFC Radio.
No, yeah, it's. I mean, even that.
Yeah, we were.
no,
I
but
mean,
we
yeah,
do
we
3
were.
episodes a week.
What?
We do 3 episodes a week. I've
But
done it,
but that when you were here in the beginning, it was just 2, right?
but I guess Friday night pints. I
Friday
guess
Night
I gotta
Pints,
count
Kevin
that.
Clancy Show, KFC
There.
Radio.
And then but I was doing clips at first, so it probably would only be 2.5 years. I was actually editing the podcast.
That is-
And
but
it's
still,
like one of the most producing
It's-
producers.
Well, that's why she's
Why
the
you're the
owner of
boss.
KFC Radio.
That's why. How you earned this?
House. Anyway, I'm just such an I still was like, oh, Expedia's website is so stupid. Like, still just not even taking responsibility for the fact.
I think because I'm someone who makes similar mistakes.
My man.
I think
Stand with me in this
I
foxhole.
think
Let's
you,
go
like,
together. Yeah.
I think the website should start on what day it is.
And then yeah, it's like, because I don't know whether you plan 1 week, 1 month, 1 year out. Why do we decide?
When
2?
you show me a calendar, I just assume the day is highlighted.
Because wait, and it's also
Like I'm not even speaking like for like booking things. I just mean like if you showed me a calendar and one of the days is highlighted, I assume that's the day it is.
So July 7th would have been 1 week, 2 weeks. It's like It was like 2 weeks and 2 days.
Yeah, that's nonsense.
Like, what is that? You know, if it was exactly 14 days or it was a whole month or whatever, it's like, why the fuck? Why? Bullshit.
It doesn't make sense. I will stand Expedia, fix it.
Yeah, they're catching strays. I don't even know if I use Expedia. It's just like one of those, you know? Could be Priceline.com, Negotiator, Priceline Negotiator, all that shit. I don't know. It was just those websites. But, man, did Canada just suck. It was a fun trip, but, like, Canada, just because of the guys that I was with. And I just want people to remember America's the best. Just remember that. Because, like, yeah, some things are not good. But all those people who are like, I'm moving to Canada if this happens, like, go the fuck ahead and see what happens when you're living in Canada. That place stinks dick. It sucks dick, dude. Like, I bought 4 pies of pizza. They didn't cut them.
I saw that.
You saw that? They didn't slice them. I just had 4 big frisbees of pizza, which, to be honest, I was tempted to just try to eat like that.
Yeah.
Not even folded or anything, just like eating a big circle. What the fuck is that about?
That's
crazy.
Very like it is one of those things where it's just like our way is the right way. It's like what we're doing with the temperature. This is the right way. Fahrenheit's the right way.
So that was another thing. Although I will say,
it's the sensical way.
I almost had to give them a little bit of credit because I walk into my hotel. It was 19 degrees Celsius, and I'm like, and it went down to 7 degrees Celsius, which is 44 Fahrenheit. So I was like, hell yeah, let's go. I was like, that's obviously, I don't even want that, but I almost want it to be like, we're going colder than no man has gone before. But I had a fucking bitch ass roommate who put it back at 19. Fuck you, Greg. But yeah, like there's only
like just like I mean like anyone alive, you say close your eyes, think of a slice of pizza. Or think of pizza. It's sliced. I would venture to guess.
Once in a blue moon, I'll order a hero and they don't cut it, and you just have to eat like the whole hero.
Yeah.
That could happen. That's not that big of a deal. Maybe a sandwich. Also, you know, you expect it to be cut in a triangle. It's not. Little things like that, they happen. Never have I been like, or it was like a mistake or whatever. You know what I mean? Like the woman, we were at a skeet shooting place that was like, we don't have food here, but you can order food. And she came out with a fucking pizza roller. And I was like, she must do this all the time. They must deliver non-sliced pizzas, and she has to roll them up for us. I mean, I was just like, and then we couldn't get food late night because Montreal was out till 3 a.m. and there was like no real places that were open. Also, poutine, not a big deal. That kind of sucks.
Well, poutine's good.
But it was fine. That's what I mean, though. I was like, oh, like Montreal, like the king of the poutine. And I was like, I don't know. I've had better in like Nashville.
Great gravy. Yeah, it's poutine actually like is good enough that it's good enough that it's broadened out of Canada, and then we just started making it more fatty.
Yeah, cheese and gravy. Yeah, right? It's like whatever, all good.
I'm surprised they beat the Southerners to that.
Yeah, that is strange. That does feel like it should be along with them.
Cheese and gravy. They put that on everything. They put that on pizza.
Yeah. And just like nobody with the English, no other thing other than Uber. A bunch of cab drivers. I was like, can you take me here? And they just said no to me. I was like, fuck you guys. There was a taxi line. It was outside of a club where they line up, I guess, like at 3 a.m. They're like, you know, it's almost like at an airport. And I had to go to the third cab. And he was like, no, you must go. And I was like, they said no. And he goes, what? I was like, I don't know. They just said no. So I'm yours if you want it. He was like, okay, sounds good. Charged me $30 to like 2 feet. And I was like, whatever, dude. I don't give a fuck. But just remember, you know, you go places and you order pizza, you can't even get it sliced. Because America's the best. There might be, you know, mass shootings every 2 seconds, but you will never get a pie of pizza and it's not cut. You know, that's
take the good with the bad.
That's the symbolism. That's like the microcosm, if you will, for like there are some overarching, really shitty things that go on, but your day to day, pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, your milk's not in a bag. Bro, I remember.
Like shit like that, where it's just like. Yeah, I have like I can go on I make a paycheck. I have my own money. It's not communism. I have my money. I have freedom to go on my phone, post what I want, do what I want, live how I want, where I want, drive my car wherever I want. I can get pizza that's sliced. I can get food delivered at all hours. I can drink here. I can do that. All that shit is just like boom, 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 boom. Never in doubt. Those are inalienable rights that we always have. And you go somewhere else and that's in question, and they're like, well, we have universal health care. I was like, yeah, I can eat my fucking pizza, you know?
The milk thing, I remember when I went to, my buddy played in juniors in Port Colborne outside Toronto, and I went to like stay with him for a weekend or whatever, and I opened the fridge to grab a beer or something, and it was just like 4 stacks of bags of
How
milk.
big?
Pretty big. Like,
you know,
like
I used to
bigger
do this
than
in
a
elementary school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, like a big slice
So
of
probably
big piece of paper.
like a half gallon, you think? Well, it should have been like a big carton. It was probably in a bag.
Yeah,
Because I think
half gallon
a
makes
full
sense.
gallon would probably be like a fucking bag.
Yeah, half gallon makes sense. And but it's all on top of each other, and it was like it looked like how you store blood.
Yeah.
That's what we pull up at the triage unit after a mass shooting. What the fuck is this?
Now, I think the whole point is storage. Is that it's just like you can store probably like 100x the amount of
How much
liquid.
milk you fucking Canucks drinking?
Bro, when I was in elementary school, like probably it was almost like an experiment. I think from like 2nd to 4th grade we had it, and they were like, "We're done. We're getting out of it." But we had a whole tutorial on how to fucking use them. You had to push down on one side, thumb over the top, make sure you point the pointy side into the bag, then relax, then take your thumb off because otherwise it was going to shoot everywhere. And we just took the bags and threw them as high as we could in the air and let them splash. Threw them against the wall. Hey, we
That is
exploded the
crazy.
bag
In
of milk.
elementary school. Like, how should we serve the milk? Water balloons.
That's exactly what it was. We were just like, okay, I could do all this, or I could just. I mean, you really have not had that much fun until you've thrown a bag of milk like 30 feet in the air and just watch it splatter on the auditorium floor. It was fucking great. We also used to have. Did you have the tables? Probably not, because you probably were sitting at like a nice dining room table with like wooden thrones at your abbey.
That was in high school. I went to public school until then.
Did you have a table?
But yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. Like, for real. It's
Like Harry Potter shit?
Like,
Yeah. Of course. Did you have tables that had the seats attached to the table?
Oh, yeah.
Did you have round ones?
Yeah. I had both at various times from
like not a
elementary
bench,
school.
they were individual round seats. Yeah. Did you ever relentlessly kick the bottom of them?
I don't think so.
They made this noise, a louder noise than just kicking a table. Like, that makes noise, but it like popped up and was so loud.
I don't remember that.
And we would just nonstop, bam, and also, did you guys have this? Did you have like a lunch moderator, if you will?
Yeah.
Like she didn't cook. She wasn't a lunch lady, but she's a woman who just kind of walked around. I think she had a whistle and she just like stopped you from doing.
I don't remember the whistle, but yeah.
And we would just whack, and this little Oompa Loompa would like run over to us. And be like, was it you? Because you could do it so quick and then just sit back down. It was that. We also
the hardest version of whack-a-mole ever.
I mean, we would kick these fucking things. Pow! The milk bags, the kicking of the seats, and we also we ate in like the lunchroom also had a stage in the front, so they would open up folding chairs for like the school play. It was like our auditorium, but it was also our
what school is this? Elementary school.
Elementary, okay. And the floor was like this, like it was not a marble floor because that would be silly, but that was like the feeling.
Yeah.
And you could run and slide on your knees on your sweatpants, and then I guess they like waxed it or whatever, and we would zoom. And so it was this woman trying to stop this, like herding cats who were throwing milk, kicking chairs, and sliding on the floor. And she just had no chance. No, bam! She would turn around, and somebody would slide by her, and milk would hit her, and she was like, "What the fuck is going on?" The good old days. It was great. But anyway, fuck Canada. America's awesome. We might have had, I think, the number one moment in my friend group. I was like, if you drafted this number one overall, I wouldn't begrudge you. As you know, when you go to strip clubs and the like, sometimes you get involved in the show. Mm-hmm. And one of my buddies in the crew got pulled up on stage, and in Montreal they go all out. Like the rules are much less much less rules up there. So they start to pull down his pants, and they're pulling down his boxers, and he took a charge. He was like, whoo! And like grabbed his boxers at the last second. It honestly looked like a kid trying to take a charge when you were little. We were all like going down the other way. He grabbed it though. He stopped it, and but we saw like pube.
Yeah.
You know, but he stopped it in time. But I could see the look in his face was like, is this supposed to be nude? Because like, I mean, then I'll do it. Like, am I supposed to go dick out for this? And they're like, no. So oddly enough, he pulled them back up, but he like pulled them back up. So it was like a wedgie. And they sit him down and they start to like, you know, lap dance a little bit and whatever. And then they just leave him on stage in what has to be the meanest, most awkward prank of all time. Like they just all of a sudden walk over to the side and he was like, oh, all right, cool. Like, cool show, that's done. And the DJ's like, no, man. The floor is yours. The stage is yours. Like, we want to see it. Let me see what you got. In that setting, I would legitimately be like, I'm leaving.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
It's a great joke. Sorry, guys. I'm out. And my man was like, all right. Claps once. Like, I thought he was just going to go like, you know, whatever. Claps his hands. Jumps up on the chair. Feet on the chair. Hands on the ground doing chair push-ups quick. Runs from one pole. Does the spin around the pole all the way to the bottom on one pole. Goes to the other side. Does that one. Jumps up and grabs a pole that we didn't even know was there because there was like a curtain. Grabs that. Flips his legs up and is like showing, you know, what would have been his asshole if there was no boxers on. Grabs money. Shoves it down his dick. Takes another wad of money. There was this big crew up front sitting like 8 people at a table. They were the best. They were just like this loud, funny, rambunctious black crew. And grabs this guy's head, cornrowed up, rubs the money on his head. They were all chanting his name, rubs the money on this guy's head and goes, "You're next." And the girls went wild. And then proceeds to like lay on the ground and like hump the ground. I mean, I was just like, it wasn't even funny anymore. I was just like, this is fucking incredible. Like, did you know this was gonna happen in practice? Did you just have a stripper routine? Like, what the fuck was that, man? It was spectacular.
What was your? You said you would get an office. Say you're forced to say gunpoint. What's your routine?
Ooh. He swung on the poles really well. Because remember when the internet found out not too long ago that the poles spin? He said those ones didn't spin, but he still was able to he was able to do it. I would probably, oh God, I mean, this is a horrible thought. What would I do? I mean, you got to do some humping and thrusting. Yeah. It's got to be all like dick centric and ass centric.
I'd be heavy pole.
Pole, yeah. You got to use the pole to your advantage, but also the pole's not easy. So like, you know.
But poles,
I think the easy move is like you stay on your feet and hold the pole and spin all the way out. You know what I mean? Like your arms extended. Because if you're getting up there and you're holding on it, you know what I think I would like to do is just like like a fireman. Like I would get up top and just go all the way down. Just like land on my butt on the stage.
I mean,
it's hard to strip, dude.
It's very hard. I think how slippery is the floor? You need knee pads, right? No, because they slide around.
I mean, it would not have been.
I'm so tight in the groin. Like the groin.
Oh,
dude,
yeah. You can't lay on the ground and put your knees out.
Fuck no. Like this, like literally, I'm pushing right now.
You know what I heard? Another fun fact.
I can't man spread.
Fun fact I learned on this trip, and I did not check this, but fuck it. I have 3 fun facts, actually. This is my second one of the day. That stretching is mental. There is an element of like your muscle can be literally more limber and flexible, but it's your brain telling you like your muscle can't do that, your groin can't do that, your tendons are going to rip, stop it. But that's why yoga is like a lot of mental stuff. Because if you do relax and like your mind like stops thinking that way, you'll just like open up more.
I gotta work on that because like I have
no flexibility.
Like groin. Like when I pulled it, you were saying
hernia.
Hernia. Like it's never come back.
Really, it still just hurts.
It still just hurts.
It's probably a hernia
all the time.
It's because you have a hernia. Can you do like a there's no way. You couldn't.
I actually.
If you try to do a butterfly, how
I'll do it.
Can you get your feet together even at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like stretch. Like I've actually been trying to stretch it like recently, probably the last week. But
There's no way your knees even come like close to the ground. They're like all the way up.
Hold on. I got it.
okay, so my left is better.
Wait, why are you even on your back?
Is that what I do?
No, like you sit like on your.
This is what I can do.
Oh my! Wait, try to sit and do that. For the people listening at home, if you're trying to do a butterfly where your feet, you touch the bottom of your feet and you put your side of your knees to the ground, that's a butterfly, right? What John is doing is basically sitting how you do sit-ups. Like your knees are just like straight up.
I can get closer. This is where it's comfortable. I can pull it in closer.
That's crazy, dude. Like I can put like, well, these pants aren't the best for it, but like.
No way. No way, dude.
That's what you used to do in school. Remember, you go like that.
No.
You feel like you're gonna explode. Like I feel like you're just gonna go like, bah! Your like bones shoot out of your legs and shit.
This is it, dude. Actually, that reminds me.
I said something wet.
This weekend I got a flat tire, and
no. Were you a man?
Huh?
Were you a man?
Fuck no. But like
Did you call somebody or AAA?
Like
or
everything.
another person?
I was lucky enough to be on. I was on Route 6 in Somerset, and there's like a bunch of like car stuff and car places like there, and I pulled into like a Manobo or Monowil or something like that, and
Was that a gas station?
it's like it was like tire. It was perfect. It was
okay.
like oil changes, all that shit. Like one of those like four quarters
yeah.
things, and I pulled over somewhere else first, like right across the street, and just because I was on that side of the road. They were like, mechanics gone. That was like a gas station that had one of those things, and then the mechanics gone. So I was like, all right, and I just went across the street. But when I pulled over the other one, and I was like, I know, like everything, I know enough to know what I don't know.
Sure.
And I was like, I know if you jack it up in the wrong place, it like goes through the floorboard. And so I was like looking under the car. It should be more highlighted. Like it just should be like this is where
this is the spot.
This is
Here's
the
where you
jack.
put your gas in. Here's where you put your...
like everything else has a label. Like it just didn't have a label.
Right.
And so I was like, I also like I was wearing a shirt. I didn't want to get dirty, so I was in like full push-up position. Like I wasn't sitting on the ground. I was going to my mom's birthday dinner, so I was like dressed up, and I was like
taking your shirt off. Done it. Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't know where to put this. I'm not gonna risk it, so I'll go across the street. And like it was like probably like 5 p.m. something like that, and they were closing up. And I went in there, and I was like, hey, can someone show me where to put the jack? And like a young dude was like, oh, yeah, and like rolled his eyes, and I was like, all right, you fucking 16-year-old, just so you know, I have a podcast.
What's funny is in my head, I literally was like, tell that fucking punk to like try to sit in front of a microphone.
But then, and he ended up doing the whole thing. I actually was happy he kept being wrong. I was like, it's harder than this.
Good.
Like like I gave him the jack, and he's like, this jack isn't gonna work. And he's like, I'll get mine. And because he was like done with work, like he said, he's like, I'm gonna clock out and I'll come help you. And went to get his jack, but he drove like a Supra or something, so he couldn't jack up the SUV. And then had to
pussy.
use
You and your little pussy car.
had to
Little
use mine.
puss.
And then he's like, I'll go get the power gun. And came back with the wrong size like bolt for the tires, and I was like, wrong again.
This guy sucks. I mean, that's like, there's like 3 steps, and he fucked up 2 of them.
And but while he was changing the tire, he just kept being so flexible. Where I was like, all right, you don't need to be like
what do you mean?
Like he was like sitting like
reach
Indian
over.
style and like just like bending down to get under the car.
Outta
I was like,
here.
all right, you got me as a man already. You're losing points now because guess what? I can't even.
This is chick
I
shit.
can't even sit on the ground, bro.
I honestly remember when way back we did that list of things that make you like gay or the ick.
Yeah.
Flexible dudes, gay. Like I used to
like he was
crush that.
sitting Indian style, like could kiss the ground too. He was so flat.
I mean that's like literally gay.
Yeah.
That's like you've been trying to suck your own dick. Gay. I'm still to this day, even throughout all my like hardships with my body, I'm pretty flexible. And back when I was in shape, I was like flexible. Like the only thing I used to, win at the presidential challenge and all that, I would smash the requirements of that. And I always remember being like, oh my God, that's what the chicks do. Yeah. Like you remember that with stretching? It was like girls need to stretch like 72 inches and guys need to stretch like 10.
Yeah.
And I could do what the girls were doing. And I was like, this
Mine
is
is
so
like,
lame.
can I get my belt buckled? Like, can I get my hands to my waist? It's real, dude. I was working out with my brother when we were on vacation. We were in Amsterdam, and he not making fun of me. Just goes, dude, you should work on some mobility exercises.
Can you? Let's see how bad it is. Can you touch the middle of your back?
Maybe. Nope.
No.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Whatever this is. Again.
Touch how high?
I'm just going this is comfortable. I can probably get more, but
how high can you go?
I mean,
that's as high as you go.
It's about as high as I go.
So you're down here,
in the middle below my shoulder blades.
Can you do this where you grab your?
What are you nuts, dude? No.
There's a foot and a half. What else is there? What else is a stretchy thing?
Just sit and reach.
Well, yeah. I mean, we know you only touch your knees when you try to touch your toes, right?
Yeah.
Can you pull your? Can you go like this?
Yeah, I can do that.
Well, don't say any of these things. Oh yeah. That's pretty.
How high can you kick up?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, we did this recently, I think, actually.
No. Stop it. Can you all the way?
Hold on.
That wasn't too bad. Okay. I don't think that was that bad.
That wasn't that bad.
No. All right, that's good.
Pretty high, pretty
Probably.
quickly.
I mean, granted, she's a 7-year-old girl. Shay will just stand there and put her leg over. She's,
I thought you meant straight up, without bending things.
Oh. That, I mean, so you're down here for that.
Yeah.
You're like a rock. You're like, and I'm not saying a statue. It's just a boulder. It's how you said I'm a marshmallow with toothpicks.
Yeah.
You're a rock with toothpicks. You're just harder and I'm softer, but we're the same. Blah. Much rather would be a rock, by the way. But
by the way, what got us into all this?
For your brother, who's also pretty very similarly built, I would say. For him to be you need to work on mobility. It's not a girl saying it or a yoga instructor.
Dude, today,
it's another guy who lifts and shit, being you need to work on your flexibility.
Dude, today I was doing sit-ups, and on it's the sit-up machine. You know what I mean? It's a bench that has the pads here for your shins, and I got in this. I backed into it.
No.
So I backed in with this leg and then turn.
I'm just letting your body fall.
And then turn like that. So,
wait. Hang on.
So the bench is going this way, right? This is terrible to listen to. I'll be quick. Bench is going this way. The pads are here. So one pad here, one pad here.
And rather than just sitting down and putting,
I can't do that.
You can't loop your legs in.
No. So I would back in like this, and I would swing this leg around. And I put it in there, and I'd sit here. And by the way, I work out at 10 a.m., so it's just me and a bunch of 60-year-olds. And they were I'm sure they're watching Jesus Christ, I hope I'm not like that one day.
But then you can lay back and do sit-ups, okay?
Yeah. It's just my groin area.
Because you can't get any sideways.
No, it's the one I fucked up. I don't know. I just pulled something. And it's just never healed.
I'm pretty sure, and this might just be because I always read about core strength and stuff with your spine and your back because of all my injuries. They say that your hip flexors and whatever this one here is, if that's tight, you're fucked. Everything falls apart.
I can feel everything's uneven.
Yeah. Oh man, I've pulled things on my neck and my shoulder where I'm I've been hurting for a couple days. I look at myself in the mirror and I'm literally like this.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it. I'm just walking around straight Quasimodo.
By the way, my answer for the strip
routine, what would be your routine?
I think because I'm not trying to get all the bros horny.
Yeah.
I think the move is just start throwing the money back.
Yeah.
Right? Make reverse rain.
Yeah.
That's gonna get the people going.
Maybe I would just take my dick out. Imagine if I just started helicoptering and they were whoa, dude, whoa.
Throw my fucking, throw my Hanes at somebody, throw my Tommy Johns.
Oh, that was what was
just
so
so you
funny.
know, it's a pull-out fly.
Bro, the guy, it was so funny. The dude who did it was thank God I had my good pair of underwear on. He told me, he said the day before, the boxers he had on the leg holes were not the biggest holes in his boxers.
I think
He had bigger holes than where you put your fucking thigh. You got holes today? Yeah. Oh yeah. That's tough. That's one of those, like, if you were to see just that, it would look like a thong. I just tip my cap to the guys who can do those things. That's the same reason I say I don't do karaoke. That's karaoke on steroids. Is a strip performance, where people would just be like.
But that's a lot more fun. I feel like.
But it wouldn't. It just
like
wouldn't
even
be
bad.
Like,
I
don't know
fun.
what I would
like,
do.
Bad karaoke is just bad karaoke.
Yeah.
Bad, like if you, as long as you're fun.
Well, here's the thing.
It's like when they're doing Charlie's doing the butt dance and Always Sunny, and Jason Sudeikis, his character Smitty,
yeah.
He's like, we're not having fun because you're not having fun.
Yeah, well,
like,
that's the thing. I wouldn't be having fun though. You can smell that on somebody. You can see that on their face. They also were like, this goes for like 15 to 20 minutes. And I was like, holy shit. And it didn't, but he was up there for a while. They did like multiple levels of other things. But I hate to say it about myself. I just like know who I am. I would probably run out of the club. Because like if you just get off stage and try to go back to your friends, they'd be like booing you and shit. I would probably just leave the club. Be like, remember when you were late to the kickball and you were like, I'm just going to get on the plane and go home, I'm fired?
Yeah.
I was just going to be like, I'm not friends with these guys anymore. Like, they wanted me to do this really cool, funny thing, and it was going to be a moment, and I ran away. It was unbelievable, though. Went to a pretty cool club, The Vault. It's called like La Vouve or whatever. It was literally like in the basement of what I believe is a bank. So it was like the vault. Yeah. The door to the vault was legitimately as wide as that door is. That was the width of it. Really? And they had lasers like entrapment. Yeah. So you had to walk through lasers. There was a chick on a fucking horse with fembot nipples on fire singing. It was pretty great.
That is kind of sick.
Yeah, I was like, I would prefer to go to like a bar, but if I'm gonna go to a club, let's go to a fucking club. Let's go all out. But anyway, back home, a couple dudes are still there. They got their flight canceled, and they're like, I mean, that's a long time. At our age, like everybody was like 40 and like dying, and he's like I don't think he's still at as I'm recording this on Monday afternoon, still not even like on a plane. Like he got bumped and canceled, and I was like, I think you just live in Canada. Yeah. Okay. Voicemails?
One real quick. I have a call out.
Oh yeah, you had an update and a call out, or was the
update was the thing?
All right, well, we got a call out.
I don't know who the mole is at Barstool Sports.
Ooh.
But there's a mole who reports directly to Aubrey Graham, and I'm gonna find you.
Aubrey Graham, who's that again?
Drake.
Oh, Drake.
Wait, what? Dude, okay, so do you remember the second summer of Saturdays for the Boys? We're selling a Saturdays for the Boys t-shirt. It says on the back, can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
Oh, yeah. And then Drake put out that.
And then Drake had a song, and like the opening lyric is, can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
Does he have a song about swastikas?
And we immediately changed that shirt to... this is the second summer Saturdays for the Boys, so we were doing like a different thing where we had like drinking phrases on the back, and we changed it to like OVO colors.
Those were cool. That was a fun iteration of Saturdays for the Boys.
Yeah, there were a couple other ones. One I wanted to make that got denied was can't get a DUI in the daylight.
Well, we did make Adderall diet, so I do think that was valid.
The can't drink all day and then start in the morning. You can check it. Barstool Sports sold it first. Again, it's not something. It's just something I heard people say. Like it wasn't. I didn't create it, but I think Foreplay still sells it as like Jake Owen's official merchandise.
Right.
Drake is putting out a poetry book. It's called Titles Ruin Everything. We've been trying to do The Internet Ruins Everything for fucking ever. Pat, we were saying The Internet Ruins Everything. It's on fucking blogs. It's been on the podcast nonstop. Pab's made a sick sweatshirt. He put this thing out, and I was like, what the fuck? That looks like that's
what we do.
It's now, but I obviously it's not similar in the sense that like I actually think he got it from us, but now it's gonna look like we're like trying to ride his wave. I was gonna wait till the summer to put those sweatshirts out. I'm sorry, till the winter.
Well, we were. The plan was to get this big blackboard and have everyone write down stuff that the internet ruins.
It's. I think we're just gonna put it out.
I think you should. I think we should. Fuck that. Fuck this. Fuck that. Fuck Drake. Who gives a shit? Drake. We'll do it better than Drake. We'll do it bigger than Drake.
I think Pabs because Pabs made a very cool sweatshirt out of it that I like a lot, and I wanted to. Whoa, wait. Why is Taylor Hall trending?
Boston and Chicago are discussing possibilities that could benefit the Blackhawks and ease the Bruins cap situation. We'll see where it goes.
Okay. Pabs, put the graphic in here. Pabs, the sweatshirt you made, because it's fucking sick. And again, I've been waiting till the fall to put it out.
Oh wow, we've been talking. Yeah. Oh, we're definitely putting this out, and we'll also, by the way, ride the wave. It's not like then. Good for Drake.
But we put it out before that book. Like put it out now before that poetry book comes out.
Yeah, perfect timing. Because this shows that we had it ready, but it's, you're not stealing it. But also, we're basically coming out with his book and his album.
All right, we'll put.
And we're gonna the original idea. We just got the small one now, but we wanted to make this whole thing one of those the like type of wallpaper that is chalk, so you can write on it. We were gonna have all of our guests write down one thing that the internet ruined. I mean, I had talked. I texted John about saying like we could potentially make that the whole brand of our show. Everyone always being like they don't have like a pitch or an elevator pitch or an identity. Like the whole thing we're gonna do is just talk about how the internet has ruined us and everything else.
It ruins everything.
And then fucking Drake.
It actually was a quote card the other day. Like the internet kills things fast or some shit like that. The internet ruins everything, including my fucking sweatshirt called The Internet Ruins Everything.
It's so meta. It's an episode of Black Mirror. It's like that one where she's watching her life play out. Like we now need a shirt for the shirt.
The internet ruined everything sweatshirt before I can put the sweatshirt.
We need a logo, that logo. And then on top of that, we need something that says the internet ruined this shirt. That is fucking crazy.
Pav, send that to like Allison or something so we can get the sweatshirts ready. It was going to be for the fall. It's going to do a fall sweatshirt. God damn it, Drake.
Fuck you, Drake. Did you see that episode with Andy Murphy, Alexis from Schitt's Creek?
I did not watch that episode.
What'd you think?
I think it's a fun thing for this discussion. I don't know. Black Mirror is one of those things.
Oh, you know what? That's the thing the internet ruined. Black Mirror.
Black Mirror.
The internet ruined Black Mirror by every time there's a piece of technology, people go, haven't you seen Black Mirror? This feels like Black Mirror. It's like if every time someone got pregnant, they're like, you got pregnant? Haven't you seen The Omen? It's like, a terrible thing could happen.
Could happen, yeah.
An outrageously awful thing. I've seen movies before. What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Now, there's certain things, very much like Veep, where like it like literally came true.
Yeah.
It was like the one with the social score, and like China like does that. But also like there's a new
that China already did that when they made it.
Right. So sometimes it's not even like that it came true, but it's like people learned about these things that way. But the latest season of Black Mirror has a fucking werewolf in it. So you know, we're not really doing like technology.
Bro, I watched that Black Mirror episode, whatever one it's called. Let's see if I have the picture of it. Yeah, here it is. I think I sent this to you. Where it's Hazel Day or something like that.
Oh yeah, you got bamboozled.
Yeah.
Maisie Day.
Maisie
Day is the one with the paparazzi. That's the werewolf.
Yeah,
but the picture of it had the thumbnail of it has Salma Hayek.
It has Salma Hayek. So the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, this woman who's a paparazzi becomes Salma Hayek.
Nope.
And like regrets her life because she kind of. I mean, it's not like a Salma Hayek body double or anything like that, but like. If you wanted to say that was Salma Hayek in the night, because they make a point that it's earlier, like they have like they like highlight like iPod Nanos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you know, it's as good as you could get with an actress. It's a believable younger Salma Hayek. And
wait, so did this guy respond? Black Mirror's Maisie Day twist? Oh no, okay. Because I would love to hear what the fuck they. So if you don't know it, Black Mirror, there's a story of a paparazzi, a starlet who is getting hounded by the paparazzi, and she goes to try to get help. She's all strung out. They're like, she needs to go to rehab, and so she goes to this like Hollywood doctor who's like not really a doctor, and she kind of goes into hiding, and then the paparazzis that we were introduced to are chasing after this starlet. There's a $30,000 bounty on her head, so you're thinking like, I'm like, okay. paparazzi is not exactly technology, but it's kind of modern, and we're talking about social media. So that's, there is the Black Mirror connection, and they're chasing after this girl, and then they find her, and she's like locked up in this house that she thought she was doing. They thought she was doing rehab there. Turns out she's locked, chained up, and so the one girl has an attack of conscience, and she's like, "We shouldn't be taking pictures of her. Let's help her." And she unchains her. Full moon comes out, she turns into a werewolf. I mean, it was fucking insane. I mean,
And also, like, it
but I would
wasn't-
and then what's even the silly part was the paparazzi guys trying to take pictures of that, being like, "We're gonna get so much money," and then she mauls them to death. But like that is like so over the top. I don't think that would fucking happen. Sometimes Black Mirror was pretty real. To be like, "Oh, I gotta get pictures of this werewolf," and then he just eats you. It was like, you're a dickhead. What, like, why the fuck would there be a werewolf? Like, what?
The metaphor that I read up on after, because I was just like, that's ridiculous, and I thought that this is what it was. It's like that's supposed to represent like teen actors. That's when they get caught up in like paparazzi, and like paparazzi turns them into monsters that they're not, and then the paparazzi take pictures of those monsters to make things even worse.
All right,
And
fair.
that's when the
There's some, I can follow that logic, like of the idea the internet can turn you into a monster. The internet ruins everything. Doing it literally was a bit much. But hey, I don't
also
know.
like the show wasn't hinting at like her like theoretically in that metaphor they're like a good person or a healthy person, whatever you wanted to say, but like she ran a person over in a car and like they were highlighting that she was like addicted to pills.
Right.
And so it's like, well, yeah, I assumed she was in rehab because of the addiction to pills,
right,
not because she needed
to
werewolf.
Be needs to be more of a monster for it to be like or she needs to be like a good person.
Yeah, like
and then like she's turned into this monster, and then it's like literally she's turned into a monster.
But
all
like,
of
they
it
kept
was
like showing like
what
the fucking pill, and it was like, okay, like the trash, the trash house wasn't even after a full moon. Now that I think about it,
yeah, it was very, it was weird. I thought the Aaron Paul space one. I loved everything space, and the idea is they're astronauts who are up in like a space station, and they have a body down on Earth and a body up in the space station, and they can transfer their consciousness in and out of it. I thought that was a good one because that made me feel some shit. I don't want to spoil it, but like the stuff that Josh Hartnett went through.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine if that I was just like, oh my god, if that happened to me. And then there's some shit that goes on with Aaron Paul. I thought that one was okay.
that one was pretty good. It's just like a half hour too long.
It was like an hour and 20 minutes. It was like a little movie. It was weird.
You pretty
got the
quickly
fucking
you're like,
point.
I bet how that. I know
And we know where this is gonna go.
This is going one of two ways.
Yeah.
and one
yeah.
of the two ways.
Right. The Andy
I like
Murphy
Lock
one.
Henry a lot.
I like that one.
That was so dope.
Lock Henry was sick.
That was so dope, and almost feel like I want a movie or
Yeah.
like get meta with that, because that's the story of true crime kids making a documentary.
What is the metaphor of that one though? Where because like that one like
Yeah, what is that?
That-
So
that was-
my overall point was Black Mirror has strayed away from the technology thing, I think, a little bit.
so the best Black Mirror episode in my opinion this season was Lock Henry, and it wasn't a Black Mirror episode.
It's more of a commentary, I guess, on like true crime.
Yeah, but
documentary.
they're fucking appropriating. What makes it good is they're not really satirizing it. It's just a true
Doing
crime
it.
episode.
It was, yeah, I guess, yeah. The only thing I could think of is like if you weren't like so nosy and like looking at other people's lives, you know, again, no spoilers. Like all of that wouldn't have happened. But also at the same time, it's like then they would have got away with it. And,
Yeah,
like, in a weird way, this was the true crime solved the crime.
I got that at the end too, and I appreciate that obviously. Where it was like mind your fucking business, kind of deal. Like it felt like that, or
that
like
was so
if
good,
you everyone delved into your business the way you delve into others, it'll make you very depressed and alone. Like that. Like
yes,
I was like
the mom was
get
the mom was good.
Yeah.
she was good. That was very.
You
very
can't.
The Annie Murphy one though is so she's Alexis from Schitt's Creek. Her name's Joan, and she has this really weird hair, 2 blonde streaks in her black hair, and she's kind of just like a shitty boss, and like you just kind of get the vibe. But she's not that bad. It's just kind of like, ugh, this is whatever. She had to fire someone, and she felt uncomfortable doing it.
I watched the first 10 minutes of that one again, thinking that was
Selma
Day.
Hayek.
So I saw her
Well,
fire
no,
the person.
that is the Selma Hayek one.
Yeah, but I thought it was Maisie Day.
Got it. Anyway, without giving out too many spoilers, she goes home that night, and her and her boyfriend start watching a new show on Streamberry.
Yeah,
I wonder why they
so
call it
odd.
that.
I don't know.
Has anybody figured out what that is?
They did it twice.
Because
Yeah.
it's weird because it's the Netflix logoing, branding, with all of that, the little rainbow thingy and the N, but instead it's an S and it's the red and black colors. But in these episodes, Netflix play a part of how shitty the world is.
Yeah.
Like Streamberry documentary, Streamberry in this case, like it's
Does it still air on BBC first? Isn't that where it started?
maybe.
I'm pretty sure it's where it started.
But then you would think Netflix would be like, I don't know, we're not airing these episodes.
Yeah.
Because in this case, it's Streamberry is like exploiting the fuck out of people using artificial intelligence to create a reality show. So she goes home after going to work and going to therapy and meeting up with her ex, and she's watching TV, this new show with her husband or her boyfriend, and the show is her exact life playing out that day. She's watching it unfold. Turns out that they're using this artificial intelligence actors and actresses, and everything is being filmed and recorded the same way. We always talk about when you mention something near your phone and then you get targeted ads. This is the extreme version of that, where all of a sudden it becomes a TV show that's happening in real time. But I was like crawling out of my skin watching it, thinking about what would you do. So in again, no spoilers, but her current boyfriend, she's like, he's so vanilla, and she goes and meets up with her ex, and nothing ends up happening, but she shit talks her current boyfriend at her therapist, and then meets up with her ex. If you sat down and you saw that the first 10 minutes was your day at work, and then you knew what was coming, what the fuck do you do? Because you gotta in the beginning you'd be going, this is what the fuck is going on. This is my life that happened. And then as soon as you realize what they're about to see, you got to start going, oh, well, that didn't happen today.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Work went great. I didn't fire anybody. This started out weird.
It's her
but-
face.
So that's what's weird. It's a girl. It's Selma Hayek. It's Selma. That's a cool site. I like that. That's fun. That's good. It's Selma Hayek playing her, but it goes deeper than that. It's not Selma Hayek. It's Selma Hayek signing away the rights and likeness to her face for AI to use that. So there's triple layers. There's an actual. Turns out that even Annie Murphy is not the real, because she's part of the show. So there's a real girl. There's an Annie Murphy version of her in order to be a inspiration for the Selma Hayek version of her. It's very meta. It's very weird. It's okay. It's like a lot of, sometimes the initial Black Mirrors were awesome.
Yeah.
And then it's like, we've got some good ideas and they just kind of miss the mark because they're too convoluted.
That's the thing. Black Mirror, I think Black Mirror hits on the ones it hits and the misses are big, which is like, that's the field they're playing in.
Yeah.
But like.
Well, then I had the weird incident. I was watching all of these, and I guess it jumped back when I was done with them. It went back to last season. So I just saw the Anthony Mackie video game Black Mirror. That's one of the most ridiculous episodes of
I
TV
vaguely
ever.
remember. It's like him and his friends are fucking, right? Or something like that.
Well, it's a new technology. So this gets back to normal Black Mirror shit.
Yeah.
It's a new technology where instead of just putting on your headset and playing with your friends via talking, you like your eyes roll back and you go into the world. And it's a Street Fighter game, and him and his buddy always fight. And then all of a sudden they realize they're attracted to the each other's game player, and they start fucking rather than fighting.
Yeah.
And then he's like, am I attracted to the video game character or the guy running? Because he plays as a dude, his buddy plays as a girl.
Okay.
So he's still fucking a girl.
Yeah.
But it's this thing you put in your temple,
Yeah.
so you feel it as well. So that guy's getting fucked.
Yeah.
And feeling what it feels like to get fucked as a girl. And I just didn't see it. I mean, I eventually saw where it was going, but then there's a scene where they meet up, and he's like, they're in the rain in like a alleyway, and he's like, he tried to break up with him because he's married. And the other guy doesn't want to break up. He's obsessed with it. He's like, it's the best sex you've ever had. Please, let's do it again. And he's like, I can't. I'm feeling bad at home.
I'm so happy I don't like sex that much.
But bro, they meet up.
I gotta keep fucking this way. Like, fuck however you want. I don't really care.
they meet up, and they're in the rain, and he's like, they're yelling at each other. And he's like, you know what we need to do. And he's like, what do we need to do? He's like, we need to kiss. He's like, what? Like, kiss me. And then if I feel something, we'll know. And so they make out. And I'm just like, what the? But when he's like, we need to kiss. What the absolute
Bro,
fuck?
I watched that with like my best friend, a dude. Like,
Well, the
when that
whole
first
time I'm
came
thinking
out,
about doing the Feitelberg.
we watched it throughout like the whole season. After everyone like gave our commentary, after like that was great, this blah blah, and then that was the finale. We watched that one. It was just like, all right, bro. Like,
I gotta go to bed.
I'll see you
See you
later.
tomorrow. I mean, there was a conversation. He's not gay, dude. It's like a video game. Like you have video sex with your buddy who's a girl. I don't know what the fuck it means, but I know it means you're fucked. But
I forget. We asked him about that when we interviewed Anthony Mackie.
well, that was what's funny. So John was like, "Bro, that's an old episode. We talked about this with Anthony Mackie, and I don't remember it. So I must have. Sometimes when John has seen it and I haven't, I just roll with it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that part was funny. You must have said something about like kissing your buddy, and I was probably like, oh yeah, that part was crazy. Not really knowing how fucking crazy it was. Because had I known, had I watched that, we wouldn't have talked about anything but that episode. I'd have been like, that shit was fucking crazy, huh? Like your agent is nuts. Dude. Who let you do this?
I'm 99% sure we talked about it with him. I could be wrong, but I'm
Okay,
pretty sure.
what would you? Is that cheating?
I guess, but that's because I'm like chicky. With
You're
like
like a chick.
it's mental. It's worse than physical.
Yeah. Well, in this case,
Like,
it kind of
it
ruins.
is-
Like he stops fucking.
But
his
also,
wife
like,
and,
guess what? Every girlfriend I've ever had, I'm 100% mentally cheating on you with all my boys. like, dude, like at all times. Like, I'm like, dude, the boys are more fun. What do you want me to tell
Okay.
you? Like,
clarify that.
that's what I'm sorry, not mentally, emotionally. What they say? Like,
No,
like
I'm just saying you weren't like. I wish I was fucking my boys.
No,
That's what I
like,
wanted to clarify.
I'm having more fun with the fellas.
Yeah,
It's just the fact. It is.
But, like, if you-
and you should be having more fun with the ladies. I
Have you had sex with people where you close your eyes and you're really like thinking about someone else?
no, I've never gone. I that always surprises me when people say.
Yeah, when it's like, because I've usually like I'm enjoying whatever's happening.
Yeah.
There, you know, I've definitely had bad sex where I've been like, but I have run into that where it's like this is bad.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna,
just
like,
fake cum.
pretend.
I don't want a chore. I don't know. Oh, I have to use my imagination now. Fuck that, dude. I'll be done with this.
But so in the end of the episode, it's old enough now. We'll talk about it. At the very end, the wife, kind of finds out, and it's a whole thing. At the end of the episode, it's their anniversary, because that was a big part of the show. Is the anniversary was a problem, and they exchange each other these little boxes to put their wedding rings in for the night. And she allows him one day a year to go fuck his buddy on a video game.
Yeah.
Which is crazy enough. And then she puts her ring in a box and goes out to the bar and actually fucks somebody. And I was thinking to myself, that's not a fair trade. I'll give you, it's not a 1-to-1 ratio. How about you get to go get some strange dick in your puss, and I get to fuck my boyfriend, my best friend, in video games like 30 days a year. Like, that's not a good conversion.
Every full moon, I get to fuck my boy.
Bro, I can't even think of something worse than having like a proclivity to that. Like if somehow, some way you love playing Street Fighter with your boy, and then all of a sudden you're like, fuck, this makes me horny.
Yeah.
And then you're like, so do you want to try it, dude? And like you guys do it, and you're both like, that was sick. That was so awesome. Like then what? Like then because he's like he's not interested in anything else. He's like, all I'm thinking about is fucking my buddy in Street Fighter.
Gives you a Johnny Cage nut shot, and you're like, oh,
Right.
that felt good.
Crazy shit though. Okay. Voicemails?
Voicemails are brought to you by Pirate Water. It is the drink of summer, be it at the beach, be it at the pool, be it in the backyard, be it in the shower, be it at lunch with your kids, be it at dinner with your wife, wherever you are, it is the party in a can. It is made by partiers. It is made by ragers. It is for partiers. It is for ragers. It is the perfect drink. We have countless examples on this show of guests sitting down being like, what's that? Having a sip and going, well, that's delightful. That's delicious. That's amazing. There's alcohol in this. It is unreal. It comes in Bahama Mama, comes in Miami Vice, comes in Sex on the Beach, comes in your standard margarita.
I am a. You said margarita guy?
I am a margarita guy. The
margarita
is.
We know who else is a margarita gal.
She already had her head in her hands. It is delicious. Again, no matter where you are, it is time for Pirate Water this summer. Get pegged, get swashbuckled. Swashbuckled. Do whatever you want. It is.
What would be?
It is the sun's out. The Pirate Water's got to be out. Sun's out, guns out, thighs out. Pirate Water out.
Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find a location near you, or order on GoPuff. That's drinkpiratewater.com.
Fellas, no fun fact this time. I wasn't talking to you. I love you, but I wasn't talking to you. I do have one ready to rip, but I'm gonna hold off on it for now. I have a question actually. If you could go back to any period in time, any historic period whatsoever, what weird old disease are you most afraid of getting? Ooh. In my opinion, the only answer is dysentery. Diarrheaing yourself to death sounds fucking disgusting, but would love to hear your thoughts.
Polio.
Yeah, polio.
Polio is just like your body, you just don't, your body doesn't work anymore. Someone in my family.
body barely works now.
Yeah, but like,
you can make the argument I have
literally
polio.
not working. Imagine if Feitelberg had polio. Imagine like we've talked about this before, where you go to the doctor and they say like, do you have any like heartburn, aching pains, can't go to sleep at night, can't wake up in the morning, bloating, blah blah blah, and you're like, yeah, all of them, and they're always like, what do you mean you haven't like done anything for this? Imagine if it just turned out you've had polio.
I'm always like, what do you mean other people can do that? Like, dude, that's why like it's kind of fucking
you should
bullshit.
work on some flexibility.
People like you know, like I do life on fucking all Madden mode. Everyone's got it on easy mode.
I've thought about that before.
I'm in the trenches every day.
The main Black Mirror thing I wish we could do is I wish I could hop into other people's minds just to feel what they feel. So it's like, oh, am I being a pussy when I say like, oh my God, my neck hurts? Like, do you guys feel that too? Or do I go back into my own body being like, I'm a fucking warrior. Fuck all you guys. That's what pain is to you? Yeah. Like, suck my dick, dude.
I remember someone, I was talking like a producer or something at NBC a while ago, and he was explaining to me what like Rodney Harrison does every day.
Yeah.
To get, because Rodney Harrison's body is just so hurt and pain from
years and years
of football and of like 2000s, early 2000s, late 90s football.
Fuck you up.
Yeah, but you know, football before had rules. Yeah. And he was like, he has to get up and he has to just lay there for 2 hours, and then he just explained these things, and like I was just like, check.
Yeah,
like,
feel that, do that.
I was like, you're describing my day. Like, you're telling it like it's like a war story. like, dude, I wake up at like, I woke up at 5:30 this morning because I fell asleep at 10:30 last night. And I didn't get out of bed until like 8:30, and I didn't do anything. I was just like
laid there.
I was like, all right, you gotta get some inertia, both mentally and physically.
Bro, I think I got shin splints from sex. I don't know how that's happening, but the fucking muscle right here.
You have sex on a treadmill.
I don't know what I did. There's only one activity I did, and the only thing that it's killing me. Like, is that possible?
I don't know. I'm trying to think how it could be possible.
I don't think it is.
There's every possibility I don't do sex right. So
that's another thing. Wouldn't that be so? Like, we all watch porn and know what we think is standard and what we think is kinky, and sometimes, you know, I don't know. We talk about it like at our live shows and shit, where it's like, you know, the crowd's like, we all get choked to death, but like, if you jumped into someone else's body, you're like, this is how you fuck? Or like, this is how you fuck?
Yeah.
Like, it needs to be more open. We need to talk more openly about our salaries and our sex lives. And then everyone can know. It's like a union. We all need access to, like, you know, because everyone's always like, oh, my sex life like sucks, and it's like, maybe it doesn't. Maybe if you looked around, you realize that like all your buddies are only having sex like once a month. You'd be like, all right, this is just how it goes. And then the one guy who's saying like, oh, I fuck every day. It's like, no, you're not.
Yeah,
you know,
that's a drum everyone beats until they go, okay. And they go, well, I didn't know you started.
You know, wow.
I didn't mean.
I'll jump in.
That happened with that Business Insider guy, Nick Carlson, or whatever his name is.
Oh yeah, with the salary,
Business
right?
Insider.
Yeah,
We're
we
doing
all should.
everyone's open salaries.
transparency.
Like, what do you make? And he's like, well,
I can't tell
hang
you
on
that,
a
yeah.
second here, everybody. And not me, per se. My thing is I'm just not smart enough to know
Other diseases.
other diseases. Like,
did
was Ebola ever like widespread? Like, I don't want Ebola.
I do not want to. Ebola, you bleed out of your eyes and your asshole and you die. That is the worst. You know what is terrible, and it's not old school?
Syphilis, I think, would probably be pretty sweet, not sweet.
Yeah, that's
Still
you like,
Yeah, but like you don't
but you
die,
don't die
from
from
it.
it. Back
Oh,
then, you
yeah.
used to get it and die. You know what is terrible? Celine Dion, statue syndrome.
What is that?
She's just like turning into a statue.
Oh, well, that one I have then.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Bro, you described me as a statue not 20 minutes ago.
That was a genuine. Oh, well,
I think you
I
used
said
that
you're a
word.
boulder. Yeah, I said statue.
You said
and I was, but I was like, I quickly said no to that because I'm thinking you're not the David. You're a fucking boulder. Oh, I have, and I have. So good, so fucking good. She like her muscles and flesh and I don't know exactly, but like you eventually just lose all mobility, and they just straight up call it like statue syndrome.
Come on. I mean,
Come on,
you
dude.
just did a half-hour
No, but
presentation on
you're
how I
working-
have statue syndrome.
You're working out. You do jump rope. You'll get there. You'll get there. Don't
yeah.
get me
Oh, I'm
wrong.
not saying I'll have it tomorrow, but
Yeah.
like, it
Yeah.
feels pretty statue-like on this side of the room.
Ebola is a real tough one. Anything?
I'm gonna check bad disease that have
yeah,
been
like
eradicated.
worst is because I know there are ones that are like long term, like slow pain and all that kind of shit.
Leprosy still a thing?
Yeah, that would be bad. That would be bad. Most painful terminal diseases. Yeah, Ebola is right up there, dude. Ebola's way up
I'm
there.
getting a lot of smallpox here.
Pancreatic cancer, I guess, really sucks. Who knew? Ebola, hemorrhagic fever. I think your temperature just goes to like 150. Let's see.
Have you guys ever had like something that you thought was eradicated and then the doctor told you like you got scarlet fever and like on the Oregon Trail?
Scarlet fever is not eradicated though. I think that's
Yeah, no. I had it, and
Yeah.
that's how I found out it was still around.
yeah. No, you thought it was eradicated.
I thought it was gone.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
it was
yeah.
like Oregon Trail shit.
right.
It was awful.
Uric acid develops and you get severe gout and lack of muscle control and moderate retardation. Imagine that if you just turned into
What?
like bibbity bobbity boo. That's crazy. That I might throw that at the top of my list. Because it's one thing if you're born with something, it's another thing when you turn into that, you know? I think there's something where you feel like you're just like burning from the inside out. Something like that.
Yeah, that one.
That
That
shit
one
sucks.
That one would be great. Is that sciatica?
Yeah, that's probably what I have right now. All right, that's it for voicemails today because we got to get more submissions. So your job is to call in or video in. If you don't like to put your face on it, you can just show the camera or just do a black screen or whatever you want. You don't have to put your face on it, but we need more voicemails. So if you want to hear us do a voicemail section of the show, we got to get the substance for it. So if you guys can go to the social media links on Instagram or Twitter and submit your videos. My last fun fact, also totally unsubstantiated. I have done zero research and don't know if this is true, but I have heard this fact. that they thought that roofing was like really, really rampant at the beginning of like the 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. Come to find out that it's really just like the proliferation of blackout drinking. That like it really has peaked in relatively recent time, and that people really weren't blacking out, and then they were.
Really?
For whatever reason, like blackout drinking had an uptick. And I don't even know how you really, what through surveys of the doctor, how many drinks did you have or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of people being like, I don't know what the fuck happened last night. And then they're like, oh,
After my 12th
I've heard about
margarita, I started
roofie.
posting wild TikToks.
All I had was 6 margaritas last night. And somebody
was
must have drugged you.
such-
Did you see what I posted on Instagram?
That was such a delayed reaction from Jack. Full 3-second count.
But yeah, it was like, you didn't get roofied. You're just a blackout drunk. So get us some voicemails, and we'll make it happen next episode. Let's get into our interview now. We got Raina and Ashley from Girls Gotta Eat. Let's do it. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. The girls we're about to talk to are no stranger to some of the battles that people face with mental health. Girls Gotta Eat are always talking about it. We actually have a lengthy part of our conversation today around the topic of having kids and whether or not you want to do it, and how both decisions, having them and not having them, are totally okay, but that there are stigmas and problems and difficulties attached to whichever path you take. And that's something that, you know, girls and dads and women, men, moms, dads, non-moms, non-dads, all have to work through that. And BetterHelp can help you do just that by doing online therapy, meaning you can call them or text them or do video calls right from the comfort of your own home. You can have discussions about building a family or not building a family, and building a career or not building a career, and having a relationship or being single, or trying to travel through life and figure things out. They will help you do that all from the comfort of your own home, where you don't have to wait in a waiting room or go through any awkwardness or deal with any embarrassment, even though you shouldn't feel any shame or embarrassment. Some people still do. So BetterHelp will get you through all of that. You don't have to deal with it, and you'll get on the right path at life. Right now, find more balance with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/KFC to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/KFC.
That's why I can't have kids, because I
Yeah.
can't let anything go in my house.
Not
I'm
interested.
crazy. John, do you want kids?
What's up?
Do you want kids?
No.
Oh my gosh, I love you so much.
It's
That's
like
why
I've never been
I'm
wetter.
more of a fan of John.
We were talking about this with the out and about guys the other day, where it's like, who knows? I'm not getting a vasectomy. I maybe my mind will change one day. I keep thinking that, and it keeps not.
How old are you?
34.
I'm not of the ilk of your mind will change. And Ashley and I hate when people say that to people. When somebody says, like, I don't want to have kids,
an insult.
it's so insulting when somebody says you'll change your mind. Because when somebody tells me they want kids, I don't tell them you'll change your mind.
Yeah.
But I
change your
do
mind
think
on
there's
that.
a
Yeah,
good.
I
I
did
think
change
there's
my
a
mind.
good amount of girls who say they don't want kids when it doesn't look like they think they're going to have them. Because then when they meet the right person, they like immediately have kids. And
Yeah,
it's like,
I mean, I'm not
something.
like that. I've never wanted them. No, I mean, like ever once. It's like it's a fear of mine to actually fall for a guy that wants that.
Really?
Oh my god. I understand that as well. You kind of start to like walk it back, but no, I mean,
I'm
I
actually
never
looking
have.
forward to one day having the fight that they always have in movies, where it's like, I always told you I didn't want kids. Your mind changed, not mine.
Yeah, totally.
You don't have any inkling, like
No,
never.
we did a whole episode on this. Never
Yeah.
once, like not.
too?
I have changed my
Because I feel like
mind
you're very maternal, like
because I have big boobs.
your kids would
I'm
be
more maternal than
your
Raina.
kids would be well
Because I have
fed.
some thick thighs. And
But
some
I
big
mean, I
boobs.
guess this sounds silly too, because it doesn't have anything to do with motherhood. But it's like you like to cook and you like the house.
Yes,
and like,
but I
it's
think
like,
that there
I want to do
is-
that for my goddamn self.
So not that you're not insulting me at all, but that is like this misconception that like women that don't want kids are these like cold,
Yeah,
unloving,
yeah.
unfeeling. Like Ashley is obsessed with her nephew. She's so loving with him. When I see her, I'm like, that is the most beautiful bond between like a woman and a baby. And that doesn't necessarily mean you want children. And
That's the way to go.
It's the best.
Because
my
then you have to
whole-
give them back. You know?
Fucking amazing.
Even with sorry,
But I want to finish your question. So my whole life, I just thought it was a foregone conclusion that I would have children. I never thought about it. I was just like, that's
Right.
what everybody
Just what
does.
you do.
Of course I'm going to do it. And
Yeah.
as I got older and saw my friends having kids, to steal like Seth Rogen's line, it just didn't look that fun to me. And I mean, when I
Said that
think
to the
about what my
Annabelle boys.
parents had to do do to be great parents. My dad every weekend picked us up Saturday morning. We went to the library, the zoo, baseball games. Like
Nonstop.
all the things my parents did to be the best parents in the fucking world, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And that's good parenting to be like, I'm not trying to show up to a parent-teacher conference on a Tuesday. I want to drink natural wine and get fucked up.
But they do want to do it. Like, I just think you have to want it so badly because it's your whole life, you know? Like,
this is why I think it gets weird for dads, because like, I think some dads are probably like, I want to be a dad. But like, I was always just like, I will be one because that's just what you do. But I never had this like overly powerful urge to compel me to do it. I just kind of like did it. And that's, I mean, that's a weird, you know, as a mom, you have a physical connection for 9 months. You birth the baby. It's this whole thing. As a guy, you're like, your life just changed. Like, you're just like, okay, now do everything different. And it's like, I don't know, my hormones and my mentality and all that didn't change. I just have to like make myself do it differently now.
I've seen,
and the fun thing is
I could maybe be a dad.
Yeah. Well,
I think I might be a good stepdad.
It's a weird, like, it probably just wouldn't happen because of how you have to go about having kids. But if you could like pop one out and then he's like the stay-at-home mom, would you do that?
No, also I'm kidding. I don't want that. I don't want anything about the life. I don't want anything about the lifestyle. It's like it's a lifelong commitment, and I don't want it. And but it's like I have all the like my brother and his wife, like they really want that life, like which is so beautiful. Which needs to happen in the world. Like it's just a way you want to live your life or not.
I love when people are like you'll be like alone when you're gonna like die alone at the end. You don't have like kids to take care of. It's like, I don't give a fuck about when I'm like 90 and dying on the bed. What about when I'm 40 and I'm like rich and single and having fun still?
But there's also no
why
guarantee.
are we worrying about when I'm gonna like be dying of cancer?
But there's
and
no
have kids take care
guarantee
of me?
that you're gonna see these. Like my mom and I were talking about this. I was in Pittsburgh this weekend, and my mom was like, I don't see either of you. My brother lives in London. I live in California. My mom was like, I didn't really ever see my life being like this. I don't see either of you ever. And like, there's no guarantee that you'll ever see your kids.
Well, yeah, and also guess what? I didn't ask to be here, so like you couldn't. That plan isn't fair to me. I get to do it. You brought me here, but I get to do what I want once I get here.
Yeah.
But that happens a lot with when like the feeling of being with kids. I just get like when I see a kid, and I've been around kids I love. Or at least I'm supposed to, so I say that. But like, you know, like friends' kids and shit like that. And like, it's fun. Like, they're like, let's play. And I'm like, this is, within 3 seconds, I'm like, this is so goddamn stupid. I don't want to do
Oh,
this.
you don't even like playing with kids
No,
at all.
But that's
for
the
like
thing,
a quick
that's
second.
not what fun, you know, you don't spend your free time as an adult like playing on a playground.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden you're supposed to do that. And I just said this last podcast, so I'm repeating myself, but like you feel fulfilled. You feel what's the other word they use?
Sense of purpose,
all that shit. But it's like, but it's not fun. It's not enjoyable.
I know. I'm just trying to fun all the fucking time.
I know.
Like, I will say, I mean, my nephew, like I could cry right now. I miss him actively. I love him so much. He like lives in my soul.
Can he like talk and
so
shit?
He's starting to maybe talk. He's crawling. He's 7.5 months.
See,
like, but
and you're not like, what do you want?
But I'm obsessed. But it's weird because I feel like that it goes either way because he's perfect and he's the cutest baby you've ever seen. He's absolutely perfect. He doesn't cry. He's like perfection. They know they're very lucky. But a lot of women would be like, you know what, this is it. It makes me. I'm feeling some type of way that I want this. And for me, I'm like, it validates even more that this isn't right for me.
Because you're seeing the best it could be, and
but
you're still
I just
like,
don't feel it. I love him, and I think being an aunt is this incredible thing.
That's like that means don't do it. Like
100%.
Because the amount of
just
people
validates what I already knew.
Like there's a lot of shit that people do because they're supposed to, like live a certain life, get a certain job, live in a certain town.
Yeah.
But bringing a fucking human into the world when you don't really want to do it is a bad idea.
But how do you even do it if you don't want to so badly? Because it's around the clock, constant, especially for the mother. Like constant. Takes over your life. So if you didn't want it so badly, how are you doing it?
Yeah.
Like if you were like resentful in any way, I guess, and people have postpartum and all that, and I really feel for anyone
in the fucking minivan,
that's like
drive
that.
off the bridge.
But how do you? Because it's your whole life. It's just like crazy to me.
I think that you adapt to it. And I was thinking about this thing I saw on Andrew Huberman's Instagram where he was talking
Looking
about
at the sun and
it It was the one
Fucking
time he took a
Huberman.
break from the sun. He was talking about.
Get in a cold shower and look at the sun. 50 million
I'm
followers
like, I've
later.
seen this so many
Fuck
times.
you, Huberman. I'm sick of your ass.
But anyways, he was talking. He was like, "There's this study that says," and also people were like, "What study?"
Yeah.
But
There's a
people
study that says
really,
everything.
people were like, "Can you just quote this? What study?" But he said that people with children are people without children are happier than
Yes.
people with
Yes.
children. And then the people in the comments went berserk saying people don't have children to be happy. They have them to find fulfillment and purpose in life. And I will say, I feel like Girls Gotta Eat is the greatest purpose in my life. I have never felt more fulfilled. I feel like Ashley and I raised all these daughters. And like, I feel like we've like really like left our mark on the world. And that's my purpose in life.
1000%. There's so many ways to have purpose in life. It's crazy to think that like kids are the only way to do it.
But also, I respect
honestly,
people's
I cannot tell
decision
you
of
why I
kids.
have
I can watch a TV series in a night. That's my fulfillment.
Hell yeah. But
I love that people want it so badly. They're like, my brother and his wife are meant to be parents. It's so beautiful. It's like really special to watch.
All right, big thanks for watching. If you made it through this whole episode, that means you should be subscribed. There's so many of you out there who watch and don't subscribe, so make sure you are a KFC Radio subscriber. Make sure you get all the content when it drops. Click that button now.
I have 9 fingers. I'm still subscribed. It's that easy.